Sooners will kick off. They'll move left to right here in the first quarter. Deep to receive for Auburn. Kerryon Johnson and Stanton Truitt. So Auburn will have the football first. A chance for the Sooner defense to make an early statement in this one. The next to last bowl game of the bowl season. All that's left after this is a national championship. Well, the Sooners bluff an onside kick. And now they sprout into normal formation. That was interesting. Austin Seibert ready. Looks left, points. Looks right, points. Puts his hand in the air, approaches the football. Toe to leather, and we're underway in the Sugar Bowl. A driving kick 5 yards deep. It'll be taken by Truitt, who will hit a knee in the second U in Auburn. And the Tigers will start with the ball on their own 25-yard line. It'll be Sean White at quarterback. The sophomore from Boca Raton, Florida. 9 touchdowns, 3 picks on the year, 2 rushing touchdowns. Back after missing the last 2 games of the regular season. Sooners will start with Gallimore, Wade, and Roberts across the defensive front. Cameron Petway, the running back. He'll set up to the right of Sean White with tight end Chandler Cox. Back to pass, throws right side. First snap is a diving catch by Auburn out at the 37-yard line by Eli Stove. And that's a first down, a 12-yard pickup. And the Tigers want to go quickly. Shotgun, Sean White. Same formation. Now they send a man in motion, Snow. They'll hand off Petway up the middle. Hit at the line of scrimmage and pulls a tackler forward to the 40 for a gain of 3. Jordan Evans, the tackle. A 12-yard pass followed by a 3-yard run. It's 2nd and 7 from the 40 for Auburn. 2 wideouts, Petway, the running back. They substituted, so the Sooners will send in Matt Romar on the defensive line. Now Sean White moves up under center. There's the snap. It's a handoff fly sweep coming to Stove. Near sidelines, gets to the corner, cut off, cuts it back up to the 45 and tackled from behind at the 46 by Stephen Parker. That'll be 1 yard shy of a first down. The fly sweep to the wide receiver, Eli Stove. 3rd and 1. Tempo again here. Shotgun this time for White. He sends Stove in motion. Snap, it's an inside handoff. Petway's got the first down across midfield and into Sooner territory for the first time. Down to the OU 48-yard line, a gain of 6.
And you see already, Toby, Auburn switching personnel every couple of plays. There's shifts, there's motions. He's even gone under center. This is kind of like a scripted opening drive from Auburn.
They'll go diamond formation here. 1st and 10 from the Sooner 48. 2 first downs on the opening drive so far for the Tigers. White's got it. Hands to Petway. Veers right, skips out of one tackle, out of another, breaks a tackle forward to the 40. Another first down across the Sooner 38 to the 37. 2 broken tackles on that run and a gain of 11. Jordan Wade finally got him. Sooners had good initial contact at the line of scrimmage, but couldn't get the hoss down. He's 6 foot 240.
Plus, bring 2 lead blockers through the middle of the line there to kind of pave the way for him. It's going to be a physical running game all night.
Tigers look a little confused on the formation here. Now they set up with 2 wideouts to the left. Darius Slayton and Ryan Davis. They send one in motion. It is a handoff to Petway. Veers left. Nice job that time defending the run. Jordan Evans came up to make the tackle at the 36. A gain of only 1 on first down.
And here's where, after they've shown so many different things, they get your eyes focused in on the backfield. This is a danger zone for a play action, take a shot with this Auburn offense.
We have an offset diamond formation here. They've got Petway lined up to the left of White. 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, White's got it. Play action. Back to pass, looks left, throws, slant pattern. That's caught. Taken off his feet at the 23-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down. Carson Griffiths with the catch. 3rd first down of the opening possession. They'll spot the ball between the Sooner 22 and 23.
They continue to give all kinds of different personnel groupings.
It's just the second pass. Look at this. They're going to move White under center. They're hiding a guy behind the line of scrimmage. Snap. They hand it off to the guy, and the Sooners sniffed it out. Jordan Evans snuck behind the line and sniffed out the trick play to Ryan Davis, who was squatted down behind the offensive line. It didn't fool Jordan Evans. It's a loss of 1.
And I don't know if you could see it from up there, Toby, but he actually dropped a little handoff underneath there and kind of messed up the play for him a little bit. The timing was off for Auburn initially.
Oh, Gus Malzahn's wonderful bag of tricks. Now they break quickly. Under center goes Sean White. 2 receivers right. Snap. It's a pitch. Outright. Kerryon Johnson's first carry to the 20, to the 15. He'll be just shy of a first down as he takes it down near the 14-yard line. A gain of 9. I mean, this is just razzle-dazzle on every snap right now by Auburn.
And it's got kind of a frantic feeling right now with the OU defense looking at the sideline for communication.
3rd and 1.5. They'll go shotgun 3 wides. Petway back in at running back from the 14. Opening drive of the game. Petway moves to the right of White. There's the snap. It is a handoff to Petway up the middle. I think he's got enough. Obo hit him. This will be close. He needed to get to the 12-yard line, and I think he got there. He did. It's a first down.
That's kind of the thing with Petway. Once he gets going downhill, it's hard to keep him from not falling forward for at least 2 or 3 yards.
Tigers have taken it from their own 25 to the Sooner 11. And they'll line up in a wildcat formation here with Kerryon Johnson in a shotgun. The running back in a shotgun formation. Man in motion. Snap. Running right. Kerryon. Flag is down. That's going to be an offsides. Big hit at the 8 as Kerryon Johnson was smacked by Ahmad Thomas. It looked like Obo got across the line of scrimmage a little early there. This is what you talked about in the pregame, Ted. Auburn's going to throw the kitchen sink at him.
Defense number 31. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
And it's relentless, Toby. Look at the personnel change that they just made there. They continue to bring in a bunch of different groupings. You got 2 or 3 running backs. Then you go to wide receivers. You got different quarterbacks taking the snap. It's tough.
So 1st and 5 from the 6 now. Shotgun for White. Quarterback's back there. In motion, Stove. Inside handoff, Petway hit at the 5. Breaks a tackle. Now he's pushed backwards. Nice job. A gain tackle. 5 red jerseys there. Ahmad Thomas the first. No gain. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 6. Make it from the 7, really.
And that's exactly how you've got to stop Petway. It's going to be tough in space, one-on-one tackle on Petway to where he's not going to run through your arm tackle. When you bring numbers and you can gang tackle him, you can get him down pretty quickly.
He's going to have to be careful about the option, though. He hadn't executed it yet. He's going to pull the ball here in a minute.
2nd and 5. Stove in motion again, left to right. Snap. Inside handoff. Petway taken off his feet. Great play by Stephen Parker, who came up from the safety position. No gain again. It'll be 3rd and 5 from the 7. He dove at the legs of Petway and took the pins out from under him. Boy, holding him to a field goal here would be a nice consolation prize for the Sooners. Still 9:45 to go first quarter. This is a 5+ minute opening drive for Auburn. Petway stacked to the left with Chandler Cox, the H-back. In motion goes Ryan Davis. Snap, rolling left. Sean White looking to throw. Running, he'll run it himself to the 5. Puts his head down, and he's smacked shy of the first down marker by Jordan Evans. He got to the 3, had to get to the 2. It'll be 4th and 1. Jordan Evans comes up. Looks like maybe left a stinger.
Left arm, Toby. He's holding his left arm just a bit. And, in fact, the head linesman immediately pointed to Jordan Evans. Here comes the Sooners athletic training crew, including Scott Anderson. That was a violent collision down here between Jordan Evans and Sean White. And Jordan now is he's kind of trying to push the athletic trainers away from him, but he can't move. He can't get off the field yet. So he's squatted here in the end zone. They're showing the replay on the Jumbotron. You can hear the crowd ooh on the hit, but it looked like it was his left arm. He's up now talking with Brad Camp, Scott Anderson, Jim Hillis, director of rehabilitation, out there with him as he's walking underneath his own power back towards the Sooner sideline.
Somebody call a timeout here? I don't think they did. It's 4th down. I think Auburn's going to go for it. At least that was the initial look. It'll be 4th and 1 from the 3. Boy, what a opportunity this would be for the Sooner defense if they could turn them away on the opening drive. Reuben Hunter will come in place of Jordan Evans here.
I love that, though, by Jordan Evans. That's how you set the tone for the quarterback. If he's going to tuck it against your defense, you got to make him pay.
They're going for it. 4th and 1. 9:18 to go first quarter. Sean White And they're going to do a little sugar huddle here and a quick
And you
break.
got to watch the ball here because you can't get a first down with the penalty.
He's under center. Snap, it's a pitch. Running left, first down, touchdown. The H-back, Chandler Cox. 3-yard touchdown on the pitch left. And it's 6-0 Auburn. A long scoring drive, almost completely on the ground for Auburn. They threw 2 passes on that possession. And they march at 75 yards for the opening score of the game.
You got to see a lot of new stuff. I think that'll help the defense to have seen some of those things that they didn't probably get to work on as much as they'd like to.
And I expected this, Toby, but now that you've seen this opening drive, you've kind of seen their bag of tricks. Now you can go back and make the adjustments and kind of settle in defensively.
Extra point for Daniel Carlson is away, and it is good. That's his 141st consecutive made PAT. And so Auburn strikes first in the Sugar Bowl. 9:04 to go first quarter. Tigers 7, Sooners nothing. Westbrook, Joe Mixon deep to receive the kickoff from Daniel Carlson. 7-0 Tigers. There's the boot. High driving, returnable. DD will take it at the goal line. He comes left to the 5, veers back right to the 10, to the 15. He's socked at the 17 and knocked backwards. Big hit by Montavious Atkinson. They've got a bunch of Taviuses and Traviuses on this team. There's a Dontavius, a Montravius, and a Montavious, all starters on defense. We'll try our best to keep them straight. 14 plays, 75-yard drive for Auburn in 5:56. Sooners need an answer here, Coach.
They really do. And they can't wait too long to get it. They don't need to be experimenting. I don't think they'll change their defense a lot. I think the things that they've prepared will fit pretty good. It's not like that they did defensively what they did on offense.
Sooners start with Samaje Perine at running back and 4 wideouts. Mark Andrews, D.D. Westbrook, Nick Basquin, and Jeffrey Mead. First and 10 from the 17. D.D. goes in motion behind the formation. They throw it to him. Caught at the 10. Makes a cut at the 15. Spins left, and he's not going to get much. He takes it to the 19 for a gain of only 2. First catch of the night for D.D. Westbrook. Stephen Roberts, the tackle. That'll be 2nd and 8. That was actually a lateral. 4 wide again. Perine to the right of Baker. Ball's on the left hash. 2nd and 8 from the 19. Basquin goes behind the formation this time. Rolling right, Baker under trouble, gets away from it, lobs down to Basquin. He's caught it out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Great job by Mayfield to get away from Carl Lawson and find a wide open Nick Basquin for a pickup of 14.
They're playing their defense more respective of the passing game than I expected to them so far.
Let's hope Carl Lawson doesn't get to Baker that quickly all night. First and 10 from the 32. Baker back to pass. Good protection. Throws deep down the left side looking for Basquin. And it's off his fingertips and incomplete at the Auburn 46-yard line. 2nd and 10. Not a lot of analysis leading up to this game that had the Sooners making Nick Basquin a major early target. But that's the second time in 3 plays they've thrown it to the guy who started this season as a walk-on. Substitution, Dimitri Flowers into the game as a lead blocker. He set up offset tight end left. 2nd and 10 from the 32. Haven't seen Joe Mixon in the game yet. In motion goes Dede. Snap, handoff, Westbrook running left, trying to get to the corner. Does, turns it up to the 35. Veers outside behind a Samaje Perine block to the 37 for a gain of 5. Trey Williams, the tackle. Jet sweep.
The Sooners, Toby, they've shown a lot of motion themselves in this first drive, just like we saw from Auburn offensively.
They're going to spot the ball at the 38, so it'll be 3rd and 4. First 3rd down of the night for OU. 4 wides, Perine sent up to the right of Baker. Got to get it to the 42 for a first down.
Going to get a blitz here, I think.
Basquin in motion will come join a trio of Sooner receivers to the right side of the formation. Baker's got it. Looks left. He's going to lob it to the left sideline to Jeffrey Mead, who made an amazing catch, but he was out of bounds. He couldn't get a toe down. He was wrestling over there with Javaris Davis and caught the football. But the ruling was he did not get a foot down in bounds. And Oklahoma's going to have to punt here.
Here's a replay.
We're looking at the replay on the screen. Catch was brilliant, and he stepped out of bounds with his toe. Ooh, that's a shame.
Kind of got pushed out by the defender.
It's a shame. Look at the replay again. Yep, just came down on the side.
Boy, but you can see the athleticism and the mismatch that whenever he's got a guy and they throw it high to him.
Punt by Seibert, pushes Stephen Roberts back to the 14. No fair catch. Eludes one man, met by the second. Flags are everywhere. Roberts breaks a tackle to the 25, and he's out to the 30-yard line. But there are two Hankies on the field that are going to bring this back. 48-yard punt by Seibert.
Toby, let's keep an eye on this drive. Jordan Evans is okay. He's going back in, but let's keep an eye on the communication amongst the linebackers. A lot of talk between Tim Kish, Bob Stoops, as we mentioned, was over here. Really want to make sure they understand that picture that they're seeing from Auburn and their formation, and they understand the responsibilities here, Ted. This is going to be a huge drive, I think, for this defense.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Return team, number 26. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
The tough thing is trying to keep up with all the motion and shifts because it's changing your run fits on every play.
Not really. I think that familiarity is going to help them on some of the things that are a little bit newer than what they worked on. Obviously, you got to anchor up that middle with that big bull back there. He's going to make some yards, and that middle is going to have to stay tough. I fully expect the quarterback to fake an option, a dive option type thing, and keep the ball. It's kind of been there so far. They've played it well because he hasn't pulled the ball, but I don't think he'll keep doing that all day, whether he's been hurt or not. I think they're going to be, much better than this possession than they were the first possession. They've kind of got the officials too to slow down the play. By the way, they're substituting on defense. The guy will come in and allow them to kind of get everything called.
Jordan Evans is back out there. Kerryon Johnson at running back in a pistol formation. 1st and 10 from the 8. Handoff. Kerryon Johnson met in the backfield, breaks a tackle, but he won't break the second wave of Sooner defenders. It's a 2-yard loss. Austin Roberts, the tackle. The Sooners made him elude one guy at the 4, and he got back to the 6. Yeah, Caleb Kelly in there.
Great move by the young linebacker.
Rolling right on 2nd and 12. Sean Kelly throws it. It's batted back in his face. Jordan Evans. It'll be 3rd and 12. So a 2-yard loss on the ground and a batted pass, and the Sooners have them right where they want them right here. 3rd and 12 from inside the 6. Boy, you'd love to make them punt from here.
I expect a really conservative play call here from Auburn. This is a dangerous situation. Sean White, not really a great quarterback in this type of situation. Probably just going to hand it off here.
They're going to call a timeout.
Charge timeout, Auburn. They're first.
Play calls probably on both sides here, Toby.
Gus Malzahn using an early timeout. Doesn't want his team to obviously make a big mistake because it's deep in his end of the field. I'm sure they'll run onto the field in some fire drill type manner and line up in a crazy formation. Let's see what they do.
Yeah, I think that might be right. And the sweep type plays off of motion or the quarterback or whatever, those kind of things still give you a chance to get outside and make some yards.
John Franklin III, their backup quarterback, he mostly runs the ball. He lines up in a shotgun. He's got the football, looks right, he'll run it himself up the middle, veers right, they got him pinned and he's down. Jordan Evans sat on him at the 8-yard line. It'll be 4th and 10, and I'm sure the Tigers are going to have to kick it away here.
Pretty good call, but they had it played real well on defense.
Facing 3rd and 12, Auburn goes to last chance U, and he didn't get it.
And that's a great play by Jordan Evans. I mean, he's blocked right there and has to fight off of a big offensive lineman. He separates, comes off and makes a tough play there on a quarterback at full speed.
Chance for really good field position here. D.D. Westbrook standing on his own 41-yard line. The punter for Auburn is Kevin Phillips. Averages over 41 yards a kick. He's standing in the middle of his end zone. Snap back. And there's the boot. Wobbly, short. D.D. moves away from it. It takes an Auburn bounce into Sooner territory. That's a bad break. Inside the 40, inside the 35, all the way down to the OU 30-yard line before it trickles out of bounds. A 62-yard punt on what was a wobbly short one when it hit the ground. And the Sooners will start on their own 30.
As you might imagine, Toby, a much different vibe for this defense coming off the field. The energy, the enthusiasm, kind of the light coming on, it clicked. They saw something. They've been able to identify Tim Kish in front of us with Emmanuel Beal and Jordan Evans continuing to work the dry erase board to make sure they understand the responsibilities.
5:54 to go first quarter. They spot it on the 29. 7-0 Auburn. Perine hasn't carried it yet. He moves to the left of Baker. Snap. Handoff Samaje, looking for a hole, met at the line of scrimmage. Flag is down as Samaje falls forward for a gain of 2 to the 31, but this looks like a hold. Deshaun Davis, the tackle.
Personal foul, face mask. Defense number 1. 15 yards from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
15 yards from the end of the run, so stats, those 2 yards count, I believe, for Samaje.
This is a shot right here. You know, you've got a first down. You got good territory here. We haven't stretched the field vertically yet with D.D. Westbrook. This may be an opportunity here with the play action on first down.
They'll move the ball up to the 41-yard line. That doesn't make any sense. The ball was on the 31. I think it should be 5 more yards forward.
They got D.D. one-on-one right now.
We need 5 more yards, boys. Let's do some math here. There we go. Yeah. Up to the 46 it'll go. All right, so that's better. 1st and 10 from their own 46. Jarvis Baxter, Geno Lewis, D.D. Westbrook, and Jeffrey Mead in the game at wide receiver. Still no Joe Mixon. Baker giving instructions to Jarvis Baxter in the left slot. First down snap, back to pass. Baker looks right, throws right, and it is incomplete, intended for Geno Lewis. Was a little bumping there, but no flag. Joshua Holsey in coverage. 2nd down.
Just a single high safety there, bump and run coverage on the outside on D.D. Westbrook. They're trusting their corner right now one-on-one.
Yeah, they did credit Samaje with those 2 yards, so he's 81 yards away from the record. 2nd and 10 from the 46. 4 wides. In motion goes Baxter, circling behind the formation. Inside handoff, Perine looking for running room, not much. He gets 1 to the 47. It's going to be 3rd and 9. Montravius Adams, the stop.
This is what Auburn's defense wants. They want 3rd and long where they can cut that defensive line loose up front.
Running between the tackles, you get the sense it's going to be hard tonight. Here comes Joe Mixon for the first time into the game. On 3rd and 9, Perine exits. Trips to the right. Jeffrey Mead, the lone receiver, to the far side. Mixon in the backfield for now. They've got to get to the Auburn 44 for a first down. 4:50 to go first quarter. 7-0 Tigers. Snap. 5-man rush. Baker steps up, looking, lobs across the middle, batted down, incomplete. Marlon Davidson, the defensive end, got a hand on it. And the Sooners are going to have to kick it away. They'll try to pin Auburn deep again.
Auburn goes with 2-man coverage there. 2 high safeties over the top, man-to-man underneath. I think that's the look OU wanted. They had Joe Mixon one-on-one in space with the guy, man-to-man coverage, and he was trying to get him beat there.
Stephen Roberts deep. There's the kick by Seibert. High driving punt. It's going to bounce in the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Got a little too much of that one. 53-yard kick. Tigers will start on their 20 after a timeout. 4:29 to go in the first. Auburn 7, Oklahoma nothing in the Sugar Bowl.
These backers are identifying backfield sets and motions and shifts, and then when that happens, they're calling out the alignment to the D line. They've got to make some adjustments to where they're going to line up against this Auburn offensive line. And here's the thing on this defensive series, the one thing we haven't seen from Auburn yet is take a shot downfield. I imagine we're going to get a play action double move sometime in this series.
Petway at running back, Sean White back in at quarterback. He's got 2 wide receivers, and the H-back, the touchdown scorer in this game, Chandler Cox. Snap, first down from the 20. Quick throw out to the right. I think he bounced it. It was caught by Stove. They're going to say it was a catch.
Stephen Parker is adamant right now. Auburn's trying to hustle up on this play.
Wow. Looked like it bounced to me, but I'm a long ways away. So it'll be 2nd and 3. Snap, White. Handoff, Petway veers right, pushing, and I think he got the first down to the 30. His leg drive. Yep, first down. 3-yard carry. Jordan Evans and Obo combining on the tackle. USC has just won the Rose Bowl with a 46-yard field goal, 52-49. How about that game? Neville Gallimore is in. Will Sunderland into the game as well. 1st and 10 from the 30 for the Tigers. 4 receivers set here. White throws quickly. Caught at the 31 to the 35. Bam! Ahmad Thomas, a big hit on Will Hastings at the 35, but it's a pickup of... Where are they going to spot this? That's a bad spot. He got to the 35. They pushed him back to the 33, so the Sooners get a break of 2 yards there.
And that's the smoke play where he just whips it out to the sideline when he sees off coverage.
These are Big Ten officials tonight. Back to pass. Obo giving chase. He's in on White, who just dumps it into the sidelines. Obo was all over him back at the 20-yard line, and Sean White just got rid of it. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
The ball crossed the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Toby, Obo was a very vocal leader on the sidelines after that first drive, trying to keep everyone positive, nodding, saying we've identified it, we've got this. He's proven it here in the last couple of series for the Sooner defense.
4 wide, Petway the running back. They got to get to the 40 for a 1st down. 3rd and 7. Sean White, 4 of 6 passing so far. Man in motion, right to left is Hastings. Back to pass. Here comes a blitz. They pick it up. White steps up, throws late across the middle. It's incomplete. Intended for Tony Stevens at the 50. And the Sooners have forced back-to-back punts after Auburn scored on the opening drive.
We brought a blitz there from the secondary, and Obo ended up dropping back in coverage on the other side. Nice job. Had to take his guy all the way over the middle deep and defended it nicely.
Kevin Phillips' first punt ended up rolling out to 63 yards. Dede stands on the 24, awaiting this one. Snap is back. There's the boot. Better. High, spiraling, driving. Dede moving to his left. Caught at the 20. Hit immediately. Breaks one tackle. Steps through another to the 25, and he's out of bounds there. Pushed into the Auburn bench. 47-yard punt, 5-yard return. 26 is where OU will start this drive.
He took a little bit of a chance there feeling that, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a guy breathing down his neck when he caught
Number
that.
2 on the return team. 10 yards from the end of the kick. 1st down.
There was a flag that we didn't see. My apologies. So that'll back up the Sooners inside their 20.
We got to try and get the running game going. This offense is at its best whenever we're running the football. I know those yards have been tough to come by right now, but if we're going to get in that rhythm we're used to, we got to start getting some yardage on 1st down.
It's like Joe Mixon will start this drive at running back. And they move the ball back to the 10. If that was a 10-yard penalty, it should be at the 15.
Well, they're having some problems with the marking of the penalties so far, aren't they?
Must have been a 15-yard penalty, or they've messed this up, too.
It may have been where he called the
Bob Stoops
catch.
feels like they messed it up.
I think they're changing it now. They penalized him. Should have been from where he ended the run rather than
Ball went out of bounds on the left hash. Ball replaced at the left hash.
They're going to leave it at the 10-yard line. They're just moving it to the hash.
Yeah, they're going sideways. I was trying to go back and forth.
Okay. Here we go. From the 10, pistol formation, mix in the back. Tight end right is Flowers. Snap. Hand off to Joe. Veers right, trying to get to the corner. Does. 15. Hit at the 16.
Made a mistake. He should have gone back to the middle there instead of jumping outside.
Apologies. Had the wrong answer. 12 is where he got to. A gain of 2. 1st down for Joe on the ground. Joshua Holdsey the tackle. Pistol formation again. Mixon now moves to the left of Baker on 2nd and 8. Flowers in motion across the formation. Sets up left into the line. Snap. Baker. Fake handoff. Rolling left. Sets up. Looking deep. Nobody open. Now he's going to evade one man. He's in the end zone. Got to get out. They got him. He gets away. Now he throws toward the sidelines. Out of bounds it goes. That was a magic trick. That should have been a safety, but Baker escaped somehow and threw it away to get to 3rd down.
They must have had some great coverage for him to have to hold the ball that long. I was watching the backfield rather than the coverage, but he never, ever acted like anybody was coming open.
3rd down and 8. Baker off to a 2-for-7 start passing today. 71% completion percentage on the year. Trips left. Need to get to the 20 for a 1st down. Snap. Straight drop. Lobs it out to Mixon. Caught at the 10. Needs blockers to the 15. Up the sideline. 1st down, 20, 25, 30. Down the sidelines. Big hit. And he's out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Biggest play of the early part of this game. I think Jay Boulware just knocked over Joe Mixon on the sidelines trying to praise him. Shoved him to the ground. They're going to spot this at the 40. Joe got nowhere near the 40. These guys are terrible at spotting the football today. OU just got 3 extra yards on that one. Snap, we'll take it. It is a handoff. Joe dancing, doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
I tell you, the sideline or the sideways running is not very good against what they're playing up front. They're too big and stout. I think you got to hit them straight ahead as much as you can.
Mix it out, Perine in. It'll be second and just a little more than 10. Call it 10.5. 4 wideouts. Jordan Smallwood in the game. 1:41 to go in the quarter. Handoff, Perine up the middle, squeezes through a hole, pulling a defender across the 45 to the 46. That's a gain of 6. Best run for Samaje. With that, moves past Steve Owens into 4th place on the all-time OU rushing charts. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Mixon back in at tailback. Westbrook's going to go in formation or go in motion to the left. He'll set up trips left now. Tight end right is Andrews.
Trying to get some blitz here.
3rd and 3 from the 47. Baker's got it. Here comes pressure. Steps up. He wants to run it himself. Breaks right, reaching, and he reaches across the 50 for the first down. A gutsy run by Baker Mayfield, who's trying to get the Auburn defender off of him, and now they're not getting along at all. The linebacker, Trey Williams, was laying on Baker, and he was not happy about it. And those two come together. Now they're separated. That was a tough 4-yard run by Baker to get the first down. Sooners have the ball in Auburn territory for the first time.
Williams just flat out roughed him up, Toby. Pushed him around after the play.
1st and 10 from the Auburn 49. 39 seconds to go in the quarter. Inside handoff, Mixon. Veers right, flag is down. 45 to the 40. Down the sidelines, 35. Big run to the 31, but a flag is down in the area of what is usually holding.
Personal foul, chop block. Offense, numbers 78 and 58. 15 yards from the previous spot. Repeat first down.
Daniel Thomas made the tackle.
Oh, that's a killer, isn't it?
3rd penalty on OU. And that makes it 1st and 25. Way back at the OU 36. 31 seconds to go in the quarter. It's 7-0 Auburn. Sooners started this drive on their own 10. They took it into Auburn territory, but now it's back at their own 36 after the penalty. Dahu Green is in the game. DD circles behind the formation. Snap. Inside handoff to Mixon. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped this time. And that'll be the final play of quarter number 1. So Auburn wins the first quarter by a touchdown tonight. The only points in this game came on the opening possession. 7-0 Auburn. Second quarter straight ahead. We're in the Superdome tonight in New Orleans. It's the Sugar Bowl.
That confidence level is right in line on the field, Coach, with what you're seeing up in the box.
And I think you got to get Joe Mixon the ball in space some different ways, whether it's the passing game or something intricate in the running game. Continue to feed Joe Mixon. He's had a little bit of success here.
2nd and 25 from their own 36 to start the second quarter. Mixon is the back, 3 wideouts. Tight end Dimitri Flowers. Mayfield in a shotgun. There's the snap. Fakes the pitch. Now he rolls right, looking to throw. Flag is down. Baker will run it himself up the sidelines. He's chased down by Carl Lawson for a short gain up to the 38, but a hold on OU coming here. That'll be the 4th penalty, and this is going to make it 2nd and forever now.
Yeah, these officials are really eyeballing things pretty tight.
Holding. Offense number 58. 10 yards from the previous spot. Repeat, 2nd down.
The ball was on the 36, so I'm assuming they'll move this to about the 12. It's a 10-yard penalty. Oh, they got it right. They put it at the 26. Well done, guys.
I think you may need to take a shot here to D.D. Westbrook. Maybe this isn't the situation with second forever, but at some point you got to stretch the field vertically on these guys. They're crowding the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 35. Snap, offsides, Auburn. They got a free play. Baker's going to wing it for Jeffrey Mead down the near sideline, and it's incomplete. Right idea there, though. He got Auburn to jump, so he took a shot. So it'll be 2nd and 30 now.
Offside, defense, number 55. 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
And Auburn's going to be in some zone coverage here, really conservative. There's an opportunity to get Mixon the ball here with quite a bit of space and let him go to work in the open field.
The referee started to step that off the wrong way.
I like that big number 81 over on the slot on the boundary. They haven't had him in there much, and the zone's in the background. He can get in the middle.
2nd and 30. Baker says, hang on, I want to look back at Lincoln Riley. He's going to move Mixon to his right now. 10 to snap it. Mayfield's got it. Handoff Mixon. Up the middle he goes to the 34. It's a gain of 3, so 3rd and 27 now upcoming.
One thing to be wary of, too, Trey Williams is taking a couple of cheap shots out there. We saw the play with Baker Mayfield with no flag, and Toby, after that play, Orlando Brown and he were up in each other's face, and for Orlando Brown, he's got to be careful here not to pick up a personal foul and hurt this team even more.
It's happened a few times this year. They got to get it all the way to the Auburn 39 for a first down. It's 3rd and 27. You got Mead to the near side, trips to the far side. D.D. is tucked up against the Auburn sideline over there. See if they take a shot or stay conservative. Snap, 4-man rush. Auburn offsides. It's a throw to Mixon, caught at the 35, and he can't get away, but the Sooners are going to get another crack here. This is going to be another offsides on Auburn. Looked like Carl Lawson lined up offsides, according to our spotter, Greg Blackwood.
Offside, defense, number 55. 5 yards from the previous spot. Repeat 3rd down.
It makes it a little more manageable. It'll be 3rd and 22 now. And they'll move it up to the 39. You got Basquin and Mead, Andrews and Westbrook out there, and the Sooners are going to huddle up. We don't ever see this.
Do we have a quick kick, Toby? I think this is a perfect opportunity for it here.
Let's see. Now they break huddle. That's bizarre. Snap. Rolling left. Baker has time. Now it's closing. He lobs it back far sideline. Mixon's got it. He's got a first down. Sidelines 35, and he's out of bounds around the 30-yard line. They pick up 3rd and 22.
That's overcoming a lot, isn't it? Looks like Mixon's kind of gimped up.
Needed 22, got 32. 1st and 10 from the Auburn 29. A little wheel route on the far sideline to Mixon. And now a snap. Nobody sees Baker's going to run it himself. Everybody froze, and he runs out of bounds at the 24-yard line. What was that?
I do not know.
They snapped the football, and nobody moved except for Baker Mayfield, and he ran it all the way to the 23. That was a gain of 7.
He may have invented something new for football. The defense waits till a line fires off.
He tried to hand it to Joe Mixon, and Mixon never moved.
That made it even better.
Was that a trick play?
No, I don't think so, but that's...
Gus Malzahn just lost his mind trying to call timeout and got it. Baker Mayfield's firing up the crowd, Toby. I think that was planned in some way, shape, or form, right?
That was the most bizarre thing I've seen in a while, and we're in New Orleans, folks. Hard pass to Joe Mixon on a wheel route down the far sideline. Then Baker Mayfield, you snapped the ball. The offensive line moved. Everybody else stayed put on both sides of the ball, and Baker, it looked like a broken play, just ran it for 7.
Toby, keep an eye on Jeffrey Mead here. He was having a very animated conversation with Dennis Simmons outside the huddle, making sure he understood his responsibility. Sooners might try to get him one-on-one here with Davis on a corner route.
Pretty good place to take a shot right here. From the 22-yard line, 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield's got it. It is a handoff to Mixon, running left. To the 20, a little giddy up, and he's caught from behind, but he's got the first down. He'll spot it at the 18. That's a gain of 5.
Woo, Dimitri Flowers had some words for Holsey right in front of us. He was in charge of blocking Holsey and just rode him all the way out of bounds, Toby, and let him know about it as soon as he finished up his block. Attitude and energy being shown right now by the Sooner offense.
1st and 10 from the 18. Here comes the 12th play of this drive. Sooners down 7-zip. Mixon still at running back. 3 wides, tight end Flowers. Baker wants to pass. Swings it out to Mixon. Caught at the 20. Cuts it up to the 15. Down the sidelines to the 10. Reaching to the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. Sooners are going to 25 a whole lot on this drive. Sooners in the red zone for the first time. The Delta Dental red zone. Find your smile with Delta Dental of Oklahoma.
Here we go. We were worried about this a couple minutes ago, and it just happened. Orlando Brown Jr. snapped, guys. He's going to get hit with a personal foul here. Dimitri Flowers is very upset at him.
He was just looking to OU sideline, though.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense number 78. 15-yard penalty. Still 1st down. That number 78's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul.
Joe Mixon's a little bit dinged up too, guys. He might have taken a shot to that thigh area. He's limping off at the attention of the Sooner athletic trainers right now. Bob Stoops is irate. And it seems like he's taking out his... Well, he's actually asking for clarification from the head linesman as to exactly what the call was for.
Orlando, I was watching him. All he was doing was looking to the sideline and the strength staff and the coaching staff and pounding his chest like we've seen him do before. Wasn't taunting any of the Auburn players at all.
Joe Mixon, by the way, Toby, looks like he's okay, just getting some fluids right now.
All right, so back it up to the 20. It'll be 1st and goal from the 20. If Oklahoma scores a touchdown here, they're going to end up covering about 150 yards to do so. They've had to go backwards before going forwards twice now. That's an exaggeration, but snap. Mayfield, handoff, Perine, flips the reverse, coming back this side, Westbrook, 25 to the 20, cuts it up 15, outside, and he's upended inside the 15-yard line. Perine pitched to Westbrook, coming back this way. They're going to spot him between the 12 and 13, so give him about 7 yards on that. 2nd and goal from there.
I believe if he'd have cut back to the middle right before he made his little outside move, he could have broken some more yards.
Basquin into the game. We got 11:50 to go. A monster drive working for Oklahoma in terms of yardage and time of possession here. 7-0 Tigers. Snap to Baker. Straight drop. 4-man rush. Steps up. Now rolling to his right. Looking end zone. He's directing traffic. Sets up. Throws end zone. It is caught. It's a touchdown. Mark Andrews.
Great job by the quarterback.
Baker Mayfield slipped through the side door in that pocket. Flushed to the right. And then he was a conductor of an orchestra. Looking downfield, directing you go here, you go there. Finally, Andrews popped open on the back line of the end zone. That looked a lot like Trevor Knight's touchdown pass to Sterling Shepard in this very game 3 years ago in the second half against Auburn. Against Alabama. Austin Seibert to try to tie it up. Extra point is in the air, and it is good. And we are tied in Nolens. 11:24 to go till halftime. Tigers 7, Sooners 7. Sooners twice on that drive overcome penalties.
One thing to keep an eye on here, they looked at the left ankle. They retaped the left ankle of Ben Powers, who's had a really nice game in the interior of that offensive line for the Sooners. And as you might imagine, some stern talking to Orlando Brown Jr., obviously a guy who runs on hot. Ted's right, it probably wasn't his fault, but the point from Coach Piedenbow was you got to know, you got to be better than that. So we'll see just how refocused Orlando Brown Jr. is, who, by the way, had a huge block on that reverse by Dede Westbrook. He looks focused. He looks ready to go. Talking to his teammates, his center Eric Wren right now. They're trying to shake off that personal foul.
Stern talking to is what we're going with there, Chris?
I'm going to go with that. It sounds good, I think, right?
Sooners to kick it away. They're going right to left here in the second quarter. Tied at 7. Seibert looks left and right. A little bit of a stacked formation here on the kickoff. Haven't seen this before. Driving boot by Seibert. He got a good one into that one. It sails over the head of Kerryon Johnson, and the Tigers will start on the 25. Well, Auburn took the opening possession of this game. 75 yards, razzle-dazzle out the wazoo. And they scored a touchdown to go up 7-0. Then the two teams exchanged punts 4 consecutive possessions combined. Oklahoma then takes over on their own 10, a plethora of penalties. They overcame all of them to go 90 yards for the score. And we're knotted at 7.
And this defense is rested, Toby. They've been on the sidelines for a while.
Sean White at quarterback for Auburn. Running back is Petway. 2 wideouts. Snap. Handoff Petway up the middle. Met by Stephen Parker. Flag is down. Here comes Ahmad Thomas to clean it up after a gain of 3. But a flag down by the side judge at the line of scrimmage. These guys are hanky-happy tonight, this Big Ten crew.
Offside, defense, number 31. 5 yards from the previous spot. Still first down.
That's a little bit of their pattern of history, Toby. I think.
The officiating crew?
Other times I've seen them, they call a ton of penalties. I mean, it's everything.
That's the 10th combined penalty in this game. 6 on OU, 4 on Auburn. And we are not yet 4 minutes into the second quarter. Diamond formation on 1st and 5 from the 30. White's got it. He's going to throw. Does, near side. Sliding catch, incomplete, they say. Eli Stove. Good coverage by Jordan Parker, who was tight on him. Incomplete. He bounced it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I think he's lucky he threw a bad pass. If that's a good pass, Jordan Parker might take that the other way.
Might be right. Sean White, 4 of 8 for 35 yards. Baker Mayfield, 6 of 11 for 105 and a score. White will hand off. Petway sweeping left, finds a hole, breaks through, first down. Ahmad Thomas jumps on him out at the 39. Patient run there by Petway. A gain of 9, and Auburn has a first down. Tempo. Tigers want to go quick. White's got it. Hands to Petway again. Crunched by Caleb Kelly at the line of scrimmage, but he jumps over Kelly forward to the 43. First down run of 4. Petway with 40 yards on 10 carries. White's got it again. Hands to Petway. No, he keeps it this time, and he's tripped up by Caleb Kelly.
Great job. Great job.
Zone read, and White kept it. Caleb Kelly sniffed it out. That's no gain at most, maybe a loss of half a yard.
It was a great job by him. He read the mesh point there, saw that White pulled it out, makes an athletic move to change direction and kind of sweep that leg to get the big tackle for loss there. That was nice.
Chance to get off the field. Here's a huddle, sugar huddle. White breaks the huddle. He'll go under center on 3rd down and 6. Snap, play action. Fakes the handoff on the reverse, steps up in the huddle, tries to run it. Romar can't bring him down. He breaks another tackle. First down, ball pops out as he hits the ground, but he was down. A Tiger fell on it anyway. And a nice run by Sean White to pick up a first down all the way to the Sooner 45. Wow.
There was a big chance there on 3rd down, too, wasn't it?
Gain of 12. Here comes Neville Gallimore into the game. Sooners got too many guys on the field. They're going to be a flag for 12 men on the field. They sent Neville on, but nobody came off, and that's going to be their 7th penalty.
5-yard penalty, still first down.
It was one of those things where Auburn switched personnel, so we had time to change out our personnel to match, and we just took way too long as Gallimore, kind of trotted out there, and they all looked at him like he was crazy.
The ironic thing here is OU is the least penalized team in the Big 12, and Auburn the least penalized team in the SEC this year. And you wouldn't know it early on. They've combined for 11 penalties now. Unfortunately, 7 of them on OU. White pump fake, wants to throw, looking deep down the near sideline. He throws a duck, and it's incomplete. I mean, that was 10 yards short of the intended receiver, Eli Stove. Sean White, that's the first time, Teddy Lehman, we've seen him try to go deep. I don't know if that's an indication of his shoulder or if he just had a bad grip on that football, but that was an ugly pass.
I think with first and 5, they thought they'd take a chance.
We've seen him miss a couple of them low and throw that duck there. I saw the same thing in pregame. I saw a couple of ducks, and I saw him missing a couple of passes low.
Here's a sugar huddle. He runs up under center again quickly. 2nd and 5 from the 40 in OU territory. Snap, pitch, right. Bouncing outside Petway, gets a couple of yards to the 38. I don't know what Gus Malzahn was upset about, but he went sprinting down the sidelines to yell into the ear of the referee.
The official stopped him whenever he went to the line. The official was slowing play there, holding him over the football whenever he shouldn't have been. There was no change in personnel or anything there.
3rd and 2 from the 37. Every time Auburn substitutes, the Sooners send, as Teddy Lehman says, a fat guy onto the field to slow him down. Well, they send a defensive tackle out there. It's Romar this time. 3rd and 2 from the 37. Knowing Auburn, this is 4-down territory. Snap, handoff Petway up the middle, crashes across the 35. He'll have the first down to the 34. Needed 2, got 3.
And we just never got lined up there on the defensive line. I think it was Gallimore was looking for his spot to get aligned and just never got there.
Auburn's drive continues. 8:39 to go, second quarter. 7-all our score in the Sugar Bowl. Three wideouts out of the shotgun. White moves Petway to his left. White's got it. Handoff Petway up the middle. Falls forward to the 31. Caleb Kelly, the tackle. 3-yard run on first down.
Toby, Austin Roberts is checking back in. First time he's checked in since the 12-man on the field penalty. We'll let you know kind of what happened on the sidelines after this play.
2nd and 7. Handoff Petway again, met in the backfield, and they've crushed him this time for a loss. 4 Sooners were there. Emmanuel Beal comes up shaking his fingers saying, no. It's a loss back to the 32, and it brings up 3rd and long here. 3rd and 8.
Roberts was upset about something, Toby. Maybe it was the late substitution, but he was very upset. Slammed his helmet. Joe Mixon pulled him aside and talked to him to calm him down, and now Big 95's back in the game.
Will Sunderland in. Sooners go nickel here. Tigers need to get to the 24 for a first down. Kerryon Johnson into the game. Bob Stoops wants a timeout. He's asking for a timeout, and he gets it.
Sharks timeout. Oklahoma.
We'll keep it here.
A full media timeout.
To go till halftime. It is Auburn 7, Oklahoma 7. Tigers face a 3rd and 8 from their own 32. What do you think Auburn will come with here, Coach?
I think they're going to try to get it in the middle of the field and kick a field goal, whether it's with a pass or some kind of a run.
Looks like they'll go with Kerryon Johnson at running back here. White, the quarterback, in a shotgun. H-back Chandler Cox moves to the right end of the formation. He'll set up slot right now. Sooners blitz, back to pass, lobs it out, and he bounced it, incomplete. Caleb Kelly was breathing down the neck of Sean White. He turned around, saw him, tried to dump it out to Kerryon Johnson, and it was a bad throw. And this will be a long field goal try now. Now, they've got a good one, folks.
Well, it looks like a punter coming. Yeah, he's field goal kicker.
Daniel Carlson is 26 of 30 on the year. He has made 26 field goals. That is a Auburn record. He was a Groza finalist.
What'd you say? He had 140 straight extra points?
141 in a row. This will be a 49-yard attempt from the right hash to put Auburn back on top. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is away. It's got the distance, and it is good.
Wow.
Daniel Carlson, a 49-yard field goal, and Auburn retakes the lead in the Sugar Bowl, 10-7. They got 3 there, Coach. I'm going to tell you, though, compared to the the opening drive of this game, I do feel like Oklahoma's kind of solved some things defensively.
Defense, the defense hasn't really been hurt badly since that first drive. And, that's a good sign that they're settling in and adapting to all the people running off the sideline and getting into play of things. We've got to see if we can't move the football a little bit, especially with the running game offensively. That hadn't been much. We got to thank our quarterback right now for some of the plays he's made after he got off to a slow start.
Sooners have outgained him 144-116, but as Coach mentioned, only 39 yards on the ground so far. Sean White has now thrown 6 consecutive incompletions. He is 4 of 10 passing. That was a 12-play, 43-yard drive in 4:08. So we have seen 3 long scoring drives in this game.
You notice he has not thrown really anywhere where a defensive back will be a major problem. Everything's out on the flank. They don't really have a lot of confidence, I don't think, in many of the passes he throws. That's probably why he doesn't have a whole lot on his resume.
D.D. Westbrook and Michael Jones are deep. No Joe Mixon this time. There's the kickoff. It'll head toward D.D. It'll carry him into the end zone 3 yards, and he'll decide to take a knee this time. Sooners will start on the 25. Sooner football is brought to you by OG&E, power at the speed of life. 7:16 to go first half. 10-7 Tigers.
Mixon's got the hot hand right now. You know, we've seen several different ways they've gotten him the ball. They've run some sweeping plays in the running game. They've had that throw back to him. They've got him the ball in some screens. I think you continue to feed Joe Mixon right now.
Get him in space. Get him in space just a little bit where he can use his speed and quickness.
Only one pass to D.D. Westbrook so far. Mixon is in the game. Pistol formation. Dimitri Flowers tight end right. Snap. Handoff Mixon. Bounces it outside. Has a hole. 25-30. Watch out. 35. Cuts it up to the 40. Puts his head down and he barrels out to the 45-yard line. 20 yards on the ground for Joe Mixon. Trey Matthews finally got him.
And he makes a great cut there in the backfield. They almost had him for a loss. And he makes a nifty little cut, puts a toe in the ground, and he's gone.
1st and 10 from their own 45. Baker's got it. He'll flare it out to Mixon. Caught at the 40. 45 to the 50. And he's sandwiched down there by a pair of Auburn defenders. It was Stephen Roberts and Darrell Williams. 5-yard pickup again to Mixon, this time through the air. 2nd and 5. Football's right at the base of the All-State Sugar Bowl logo. Sooners moving right to left. 6:30 to go, first half. Not in a major hurry, not moving as quickly offensively as we are used to. Snap, play action. Rolling right, Baker, flushed, being chased, stop, sets up, trying to get away, does, scrambling, throws late, and he dumped it into the bench. How does he do that? It's like he's greased up. He's like he's one of those pigs at the fair, Coach Merv. You just can't grab the guy.
He's wiry. He also had a guy who's on his side in his way, too, didn't he?
He did. Was that Bobby Evans out there, or was that Dimitri Flowers? Dimitri Flowers. 3rd and 5 from midfield now. Trips right. Geno Lewis, Jarvis Baxter, and D.D. Westbrook. Jeffrey Mead to the near side. Mixon the running back. Auburn showing blitz. Here they come. Baker, quick throw to Mead. It's caught. First down into Auburn territory. All the way to the 35-yard line. Move the chain.
Great throw. He had a guy blowing in his ear when he threw it.
A 15-yard pickup to the 35. Jeffrey Mead.
Jeffrey's a pretty good target. He's long and fast.
He's got a catch now in 6 straight games. That's his 2nd catch tonight, but the first one that's counted. He made a really nice catch on the opening drive on the far sideline, but couldn't keep a toe in. So the Sooners march, trying to at least tie it, maybe take the lead. We've got a power pistol formation loaded left with Mixon and Flowers. Snap, handoff to Joe. Dancing, 35. Sneaks through a hole to the 34 and then pushed backwards. A gain of only 1 on first down.
That's really not where he's had his success. I know you can't just keep going wide with him and everything. They'll get ready for it. But his success has been on the edges where he's had a little bit of space to work with.
Perine in. Mixon will get a blow. 2nd and 9 from the Auburn 34. 5:19 to go, first half. Trips left. That's the short side of the field. Now Baxter goes in motion. He'll set up slot right. Mayfield's got it. Pitches to Perine, running near side. 35, met by a defender and ushered out of bounds at the 32. That's only 2 yards. Montavious Atkinson, the tackler.
You see the speed there at the backer position from Auburn. That's pretty quick, getting out there to the outside from the inside backer spot.
3rd down. This might be 4-down territory. This would be a pretty long field goal try from here. It's 3rd and 7. Might not try to get all of it here. Let's see. Flowers tight end right. Still Perine at running back. Showing blitz up the middle. Baker looks back at the sidelines. Clock says 4:41 to go till halftime. Snap. Handoff, Perine up the middle to the 30, 28, reaching. Now spotted at the 29, so he got 3, and let's see, that might have been their thinking here. It's 4th down. It'll be 4th and 4, and they're going to go for it. They got about half of it there. Got to get to the Auburn 25, Mixon back in. Auburn's 1 for 1 on 4th downs tonight. This is the Sooners' first try. They picked up 50% of them, exactly half on the year. They were 6 of 12. Play clock at 8. Baker in the shotgun. Snap, back to pass. Under pressure, got to get rid of it. Does, swings it deep for Dede. It is caught! Inside the 5, it's out of bounds. Be first and goal. What a throw from Baker Mayfield to the Biletnikoff winner, Dede Westbrook. 26-yard pickup, and I mean he dropped it on a pillow. And now the Sooners want to go quick. First and goal from the 3. Snap to Mayfield. Handoff. Mixon trying to look for a hole. Squeezes through one. He's into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Joe Mixon. And the Sooners are on top in Nolens.
Some pretty good third down efforts in that drive, wasn't there?
I mean, that throw from Baker to Dede was awesome. 13-10 Sooners. Seibert on to try to tack on. 3:37 to go till halftime. Snap is a little low, but the hold is down and the kick is away, and it's good. That was a venture into the Delta Dental Red Zone. Find your smile with Delta Dental of Oklahoma. Share your smiles with hashtag Sooner Smiles Saturday. How about that drive, Coach?
It was a good one. Some key big plays in that drive.
This is a one-dimensional football team, and they're not worried about Sean White down the field, and that's changed the way we've been able to play defense.
Oster and Seibert to kick it away. Auburn's got 3:37 to work with there. There's the boot. High. This is returnable. It'll come down to Kerryon Johnson at the 2. Up the middle he goes. 5 veers right to the 10, to the 15. They got him hemmed in, and he is down at the 15-yard line. Will Sunderland to stop.
Let me follow up, too. They're just kind of working on the mobility, kind of flexing the right leg a little bit of Dede Westbrook. Just some preliminary stuff. Maybe he had stepped awkwardly on that catch, and cleaning up a little bit of blood, too, from Baker Mayfield. I don't know if it was maybe a little bit of a carpet burn from the turf here, but Baker's okay sitting by himself here on the corner of the bench getting ready to get back out there offensively.
Keep an eye on the coaching strategy here. Auburn's only got 1 timeout. The Sooners 2. If they can maybe get the ball back here with time. John Franklin's in at quarterback again. He's the runner. He's in the shotgun. They'll move Petway into the backfield with him now. In motion goes a receiver. Snap. It's a handoff to Petway. He's got a hole up the middle. Crashes across the 20-yard line. He is a load, man. Out to the 23. That's 8 yards. Jordan Evans brought him down.
It's almost dangerous knowing that quarterback is a runner because you open up the inside a little too much as you worry about him.
Yeah, the zone read becomes a definite weapon when John Franklin's in the game. Not much of a thrower. He had an 80-yard touchdown run this year at one point, though. He can fly. 2nd and 2. Snap. Handoff. Petway bounces it outside. First down across the 25, and Ahmad Thomas comes up and knocks him backwards. Sit down. Bam. Woo-hoo! That's 6'2", 240 going backwards. And that will make the Ahmad Thomas highlight reel. He got a first down.
That looked like the old Steve Atwater on Christian Okoye film.
Wow. What a hit. 1st and 10 from the 27. Snap to Franklin. He's going to throw. Scrambling right. Nope, he's going to run it. Watch out. 25, 30, and he's out of bounds. Chased out by DJ Ward. And where are we going to spot this? 34-yard line. 2:34 to go in the half. That was 7 yards on the ground for Franklin.
This guy comes in, I think, to either open up the other guys because they think he's going to run, and if that doesn't happen, he will run.
It begs the question, is Sean White okay, though? This might just be a changeup. Handoff Petway, sweeping right, has a hole, 35, watch out to the 40, cut back, he's spun down right at midfield by Caleb Kelly. 16 yards on the ground for Petway. 14-10 Oklahoma on top, 2:14 to go in the half. Auburn moves quickly. Franklin's got it. Handoff Petway, bounces left, spins out. No, they tripped up by Caleb Kelly. We've said his name a lot tonight, the freshman. Gain of 2 by Petway. 48. We're under 2 to go till halftime. We know they've got a good kicker. Just made one from 49.
And just scanning the sideline over there, it doesn't look like White is standing out there like he could come in at any moment. I don't even see him over there, Toby.
This guy gives him a different dimension a little bit.
2nd and 7. Back to pass. Franklin throws far side. Caught at the 42. Stove reaches across the 40 for the first down. Our producer, Sam Donovan, tells us that I guess the television showed that Sean White was taken to the locker room. So maybe there is an injury there. That could be major. 9-yard pickup at a first down.
Confusion by the Sooners, Toby. They're going to have to burn a timeout here. Caleb Kelly came on. I think the wrong player, Will Sutherland, came out.
And they got 2, so. The only shame here is that it stops the clock for Auburn with 1:32 to go. They have the ball on the Sooner 39-yard line.
I find it kind of curious, too, after Jeremy Johnson started the Iron Bowl, that they go with John Franklin here, too, Toby. I mean, Johnson hadn't necessarily performed all that horrifically, but I think Coach Merv is onto something here, guys. Maybe they felt like they needed something to kind of kickstart the offense a little bit. We had talked about it as a major storyline, Ted, coming into today's game, and that is the true health of Sean White. There have been reports out of Auburn that he needed major shoulder surgery and that there's no way he could be 100% for this game. So obviously a couple of poor throws, and they quickly realized that they needed to go with something a little bit different in the quarterback position.
No rhythm there offensively with White in the passing game. He missed a couple of throws low. He threw the absolute duck whenever they tried to test it down the field. He even missed a screen pass where there was no more distance than 7 or 8 yards between him and the receiver. So he definitely wasn't throwing to the ball. And they found some rhythm here that they had early in the game with the new quarterback.
Caleb Kelly's already tied his career high. He's got 7 tackles tonight. Here we go. Timeout's over. 1st and 10 from the 39. Porter moves into the shotgun. Auburn switching receivers in the slot. Back to pass. Blitz is on. Picked up. Throw across the middle. It is caught. A leaping grab by Tony Stevens at the Sooner 26. A 13-yard pickup. The pass was high, but Stevens is 6'4". He went up to get it. Quick snap. Handoff. Johnson up the middle. Met in the hole. Falls forward after spinning out of the tackle to the 22-yard line.
Well, they gave him a good placement on that ball, too.
They're crashing. Our DNs are crashing really hard, and Coach has been talking about it. At some point, he's going to pull the ball and make us pay on the perimeter if we're not a little more cautious.
2nd and 6 from the 22 with exactly a minute to go in the half. Sooners up 14-10. Franklin back to pass. Under pressure, lobs it for the end zone. It is incomplete. Off the hand of Tony Stevens. Jordan Thomas in coverage. That was pretty much an uncatchable ball. Stevens got a hand on it. But
there is one thing on that far side, Toby, between Jordan Thomas and Stevens right now. They have been going at it verbally. As a matter of fact, they were talking so much after the first down catch that Stevens almost didn't line up in time.
51 seconds. Auburn still with 1 timeout left. 3rd and 6 from the 22. Sooners can force a field goal try here. Snap to Franklin. Straight drop, twist up front, lobs it far sidelines, and it's way over the head of the intended receiver, Will Hastings. Will Sunderland in coverage, and it'll be a field goal try here. The Sooners turn him away.
That was a good hold defensively there, and a good timeout from Coach Stoops, where this group got to kind of regather themselves, talk to the coaching staff, and they were much better.
This will be a 39-yard try. He made one from 49. Daniel Carlson with 46 seconds to go. Snap is good. Hold is down. Kick is away. Driving kick, and it is good again. This has been really the story of Auburn's season right here is they have been able to move the football on teams all year long, but they've had a really hard time punching it in the end zone. And they've had to settle for field goals. That's why Daniel Carlson's made 28 of them now. I mean, you compare that to Austin Seibert, who has made 11 on the year. And Oklahoma's got a high-powered offense.
I'm really surprised with the play calling there once they got near the red zone. I mean, they had their foot on the gas, running the football and doing pretty nicely. There's only, there's 41 seconds left. They've got a timeout to burn. I'm surprised, especially with Franklin in the game, that they started throwing it and just taking shots down the field in the end zone.
Austin Roberts, as he came off the field, Scott Anderson and his athletic training staff immediately over to chat with him. Jim Hillis giving him a pretty direct stare to make sure that Roberts isn't suffering from any concussion-like symptoms right now. Scott Anderson talking as well, too. Coach Thibodeau had just kind of given him some kudos for making a really nice defensive stand. And then as soon as Austin Roberts sat down, about every member of the training staff spotted something and are over here chatting with him, Toby, on the Sooner bench.
11 plays, 63 yards. It took 2:49 off the clock. Franklin went the whole way at quarterback. He was 2 for 4 passing. Sooners only 41 seconds. If Dede doesn't break something here, they might just head to the locker room. There's the kick. It'll drive him into the end zone 3 yards, and he'll take a knee. What do you think, Coach? 41 seconds from the 25. Do you go for anything here?
I don't think so. I think they will just run the clock out here.
One timeout.
It's too far to go, and they really hadn't been able to get anybody deep behind anybody much.
We've seen them in this type of situation before where you call some conservative plays, but if you break one, then all of a sudden you flip the switch and go into score mode.
Yeah, what I'd like to see is mix him down kind of the middle and on an inside route with those guys playing deep and give him a chance to get underway.
You need about 45 yards to give Seibert a legit shot. You got 41 seconds and a timeout. Let's see. Mixon's in at running back. It's 14-13 OU. 4 wides. 2 high safety. Baker's got it. Hands to Mixon up the middle. Pulling tacklers to the 31. That's 6 yards. And the Sooners will not call a timeout, so they are content to take a 1-point lead into the locker room.
By the way, they're looking at the medical replay right now, Toby, to try to identify exactly what happened with Austin Roberts. So we'll see exactly what ends up happening with his availability in the second half.
Sooners might snap it here and just give it a heave. Let's see. Play clock's at 7. Nope, I think they're going to be content to go to halftime. Yep. 2-1, and that's it. To halftime we go. Oklahoma 14, Auburn 13. That's great. If you'd like to be ahead at halftime, I will remind you that the Sooners led at halftime a year ago by 1 point as well. Got to play better in the second half this year than they did last year against another set of Tigers. It is halftime in New Orleans. Sooners lead it by 1. 14-13 Oklahoma. How about this? After Daniel Carlson's 2 field goals in the first half, opponents have now made 18 of 19 field goal tries against Oklahoma this year. The only miss was in Bedlam.
I say as soon as you get in field goal range, you just go ahead and kick it then if you're playing the Sooners.
It's amazing.
That's about right. There's something magic about it. We got another return man back there, Toby.
Yeah, Michael Jones is back there with Dede. Michael has been back for the last couple of returns instead of Joe Mixon.
Need to save Joe for some of the work he's going to have this second half, I think.
Sooners get the ball first here. They'll go left to right in the third quarter. Glad you've joined us tonight for Sooner football. We're in the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans, Louisiana. Oklahoma looking for a 4th straight win over an SEC team. And there's the kickoff. A driving kick and a good one. It'll chase Dede 5 yards deep. The first O in Oklahoma, and he'll run it out the back of the end zone. Sooners will start on the 25-yard line. Well, the Oklahoma offense got churning there in the second quarter. A couple of touchdown drives before they decided to just run out the time in that final touch they had before halftime. See if they can keep it going here. They've been more effective through the air than on the ground, although they did get it going a little better on the ground there in the second quarter.
Yeah, I think maybe typically I think they do better the second half of the running game. I hope I'm right.
Mixon will start At running back, they'll start in a pistol formation with 3 wide receivers, and Flowers, the tight end, to the right end of the line. First snap is a handoff to Mixon, bounces it outside to the 25, looking for the corner, has it stiff arm, taken off his feet, but he gets across the 30-yard line to the 31. It's a 6-yard run on first down for Joe Mixon. Mixon repeatedly booed by the Auburn fans every time he touches the ball here tonight. They're going to give him to the 32, so 2nd and 3 upcoming. Mixon moves to the left of Baker. Ball's on the right hash. Baker's got it, swings it out to Mixon, caught 30, bounces it outside, has the first down across the 35 and out of bounds near the 40. So a Mixon run followed by a Mixon reception. That one goes for 7 more yards, and the Sooners have their first down of the second half.
That's where he's been effective. When you can get him on the perimeter of the defense, just like Coach has been talking about, get him in some space, let him use that quickness, and he can turn on the jets too and get around the edge.
Mixon out, Perine in. 1st and 10 from their own 39. Sooners in the home crimson jerseys tonight. Auburn in the traveling whites. Mayfield wants further instructions for his offensive lineman. 5 to snap it. Baker's got it. Fakes a handoff. Rolling right. Looking to throw. Sets up. Wings it back far side. It is caught. What a catch. Jeffrey Mead again. He had to reach behind him and snagged it out of the air in Auburn territory at the 48-yard line.
And that, Toby, was your All-State good hands catch of the game. Wow. All-State, a proud sponsor of OU football. It's good to be in good hands. How did Jeffrey Mead hold on to that?
13-yard gain. It's his really 3rd great catch tonight. One of them was out of bounds, unfortunately. Snap, handoff, Perine bounces it out, flips it back, flea flicker, Baker wings it deep. He's got Andrews behind the defense. It's caught at the 20, and he's down to the 15. Baker underthrew that ball, or it might have been a touchdown. Andrews had to wait for it. Fortunately, he was far enough behind the defense that he was still open, and the Sooners are knocking on the door now. They're in the red zone. A 33-yard gain to Mark Andrews. 1st and 10 from the Auburn 15. Mixon's back in. DD goes in motion. Snap. Handoff. Joe up the middle. Has a hold to the 10. Crashing to the 7. They're going to spot him to the 6. That's 9 yards on the ground, and the Sooner offense is at high gear now. 2nd and 1 at the 6.
That motion to Westbrook froze him, didn't it?
Sooners in the Delta Dental red zone. Find your smile at Delta Dental of Oklahoma. Share your smiles with hashtag Sooner Smiles Saturday. 2nd and 1 at the 6-yard line. Good opportunity to take a shot into the end zone here. In motion, DD. He stops. They swing it out. Caught at the 10 to the 5. He's racing for the end zone, and he's in. It's a touchdown. DD Westbrook. Westbrook was far out to the left. He came sprinting as if he was going to come in motion, and then he stopped, hit the brakes, and went back toward the far sideline, and Baker hit him. And then it was just a foot race to the pylon, and DD usually wins those.
Toby, a fired-up Lincoln Riley, two huge fist pumps after the Sooners hit pay dirt on their first drive.
Well, he worked a lot of that up. We didn't see 3 or 4 of those things the first half, and you know, that's what he does at halftime.
Seibert's extra point try to make it an 8-point game is through. 21-13 Sooners. Austin Seibert set to kick it away. Toe to leather, and there it goes. He launches it left to right. It'll come down 1 yard deep. Kerryon Johnson thought about bringing it out, but he'll wait and take a knee. And the Tigers will start on the 25. And this is a pretty big drive for Auburn because Oklahoma has scored touchdowns on 3 consecutive possessions when they were trying to. Remember, there was that one possession right before halftime in there when they elected to go to the locker room. They give the ball back to the Sooners down 8 here, and the Tigers could be in trouble.
This would be a nice time for interception, wouldn't it?
I like that idea. John Franklin III at quarterback. Sean White's dad says he's got a broken arm, so we'll go with that. Franklin has the snap. Handoff Petway. No keeper Franklin. No, it's Petway. He did hand it, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Jordan Evans, the tackle. Give him half a yard. It'll be 2nd down. Zone read there, and it fooled me. My apologies. Nothing head coaches love more than parents giving medical updates, by the way. 2nd and 9. Franklin with a little sugar huddle sends his wide receivers out, then backs into the shotgun. Kerryon Johnson comes with him in the backfield now. It is they run together. Franklin keeps it, and he's stacked up by Caleb Gelly and knocked sideways at the line of scrimmage. That was bizarre. Franklin and Kerryon Johnson came together at the mesh point and then ran together as if they were holding hands, skipping through a meadow for about 3 yards. Finally, Franklin kept it. It's 3rd and 9.
A lot of penetration these first 2 plays from the defense. We've had guys in the backfield really disrupting that running game.
9th tackle for freshman Caleb Kelly in this game. Sooners go nickel now. This is a good opportunity here for what you were calling for, Coach. Let's see. Franklin back to pass, 4-man rush, steps up. He's going to run it himself to the 30, bounces outside. He's hit, and he's knocked down at the 30. Great open field tackle by another Sooner freshman, Jordan Parker. 5 yards shy of the first down. If Parker doesn't make that one-on-one tackle, Franklin picks it up with ease.
That guy's a pretty good runner.
Look at this spot. I mean, that's 3 yards wrong. They gave him to the 33-yard line.
He went down on the 30-yard line, didn't he?
He didn't even get close to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, I won't say anything more about him.
This is unbelievable tonight.
I'll get a call Monday if I do.
I would just like to apologize to Big Ten fans because this crew has been weird. End over end, fair catch called for and taken by DD at the 32. And the Sooners have the ball back up 8. 35-yard punt. Timeout on the field. 10:44 to go third quarter. Sooners 21, Auburn 13. Oklahoma will have the ball at their own 32-yard line.
This is the best field position they've started with.
I think that's right. They're just trying to go quick, and they're getting close to the football so they can turn around, line up, and snap it pretty quickly with some pace there. I can't think of anything else. Works for me.
Puts a little pressure on the defense to try to adjust linebackers and ends.
I was hoping you'd come back with your joke there, Ted. That was pretty good. He said we should call it the All-State Sugar Huddle. So I like that. Sooner ball. They go with the power pistol formation. Mix in the running back. They're going to hand it to Joe. Makes one man miss in the backfield, but can't get by the second guy. And he's down. That's a loss.
Tripped over his feet.
Back to the 31. It'll be 2nd and 11. Sooners have scored a touchdown the last 3 times they've had the football, with the exception of the one right before halftime. See if they can keep the train rolling downhill here. They've outgained Auburn now 300 to 187 tonight. 3 wides, tight end right is Flowers. Shotgun, snap, here comes the blitz. Back to pass Baker. Looks right, throws right for Geno Lewis, and he couldn't hang on to it. And that might be the first drop I've seen out of Geno Lewis this year.
Yeah, he got hit right in the back about the time the ball got there. And that's pretty tough. And usually don't ever see it called either as a defensive play penalty.
Auburn just rotated their big defensive line in. They got a bunch of fresh bodies out there for this 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 plus. It's close to 3rd and 11 here. Trips right. Jeffrey Mead, lone receiver to the far side. Snap. Baker back to pass. Offsides. He's got a shot. He throws it down the far sideline for Jeffrey, who's being held. And there comes the pass interference. There's going to be an offsides and a PI on Auburn here.
Which one do you take?
I'll take the PI.
He couldn't have caught that one, could he?
Well, they might be discussing whether it was catchable or not.
Yeah.
There's a conversation going on here.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both on the defense. Offside, number 3. That penalty's declined. Pass interference. Number 13, 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
It's 31, Javaris Davis, not 13. Thank you. So the ball was on the 31-yard line. They should move this to the 46. But
their math is
who knows?
Suspect.
Now they're going back. What are they doing? They're taking the football back to the 31, and they're going to step it off here. Oof.
I don't think they know.
We're going to have to issue some flashcards after this game.
Yeah, here he comes.
All right, they got it right. 46. My apologies. They got it right. Perine in, mixing out. Sooners 1st and 10 from the 46. 10:02 to go third quarter. 21-13 OU.
Actually, I think that came to 29.
No, they got it right. It was at the 31. I wrote it down. Baker says, hang on. Further instructions for the O-line. There's the snap. Handoff Samaje up the middle to the 50, crashing over an Auburn defender to the 45-yard line. He lowered the hammer there.
That's what you want to run him on today, as wide as they're playing those ends.
Toby, this defense is eating this up on the Sooners sideline. Ahmed Thomas, Jordan Parker, when they saw him run over the defender, they saw Samaje, they jumped up and cheered like they scored a touchdown.
10-yard run, biggest of the night for Samaje. He ran over Stephen Roberts, the free safety. 1st and 10 Sooners at the Auburn 44. I want to readdress something with you, Teddy, that we talked about in the pregame in just a second. Pistol formation. Baker, handoff Samaje, running right, runs into a man at the line of scrimmage, pushes him forward for a couple of yards to the 41. Teddy, in the opening segment tonight, we talked about who would be the more physical football team. We saw the Ahmad Thomas hit, the Samaje Perine run there. I think Oklahoma so far tonight might be the more physical team.
Yeah, and don't forget Jordan Evans hammering Sean White on the opening possession, too. Maybe that was what caused the injury.
Handoff Samaje, flips to Dede. He wants to throw. Now he's going to run, looking, pump fake. He'll run it himself, cuts back, makes a man miss. 40, 35, and he's knocked down at the 34-yard line. He made two Tigers run into each other at the 40, and I think he got a first down out of that.
An Auburn player just flopped, trying to get a personal foul.
They'll spot it at the 33. It's a carry of 8. Dede wanted to throw it. He's 0 for 2 passing this year, though, so he didn't have an open guy downfield. Who was he looking for? Who was down here? I'm not sure. I'd have to see.
Might have been Gino. Deshaun Davis, by the way, tried to draw the personal foul on the flop.
1st and 10 from the 33. Smallwood goes in motion. It's an inside handoff to Perine to the 30. Breaks a leg tackle, and now he's chopped down at the 29. That'll be 4 or 5 more for Samaje. Remember, we're trying to get him to 83 yards tonight to become OU's all-time leading rusher.
And we're starting to wear down that defensive line in front 7 for Auburn. Those plays were going for no gain in the first half. We're starting to get 3, 4, 5 yards now.
He's number 2 now. He's passed Joe Washington into number 2 in OU history. Samaje sitting on 33 yards. I'm sorry, needs 3 more yards to pass. 4 more yards to pass Joe. He's in 3rd place, 4 yards to pass Joe. 2nd down and 6 from the 29. Baker's got it. Play action. Looks left, looks middle, looks back right. He's got Smallwood, and he overthrew him in the end zone.
That's all well and good, but he had a guy in the middle wide open.
He had Jordan Smallwood 3 steps behind his man at the near pylon, and he needed to put a little finesse on that, and he threw a fastball. It'll be 3rd and 6. First 3rd down of this half for OU. This might be 4-down territory. Again, they're in this situation here where this would be an awfully long field goal try. Samaje's the back. 3 wides. Tight end Andrews. Back to pass Baker. Blitz is on. Lawson's giving chase. He dumps it off. Caught by Dede. He couldn't get away. He's going to be close to the first down, but there's a flag down.
Yeah, I think they flagged the tight end.
Yeah, I think they got Mark Andrews, coach, on a hold.
I think he did.
Look at Lincoln Riley and Bob Stoops halfway out to the numbers, arguing this call.
Ooh, Lincoln is hot.
Dede almost spun for enough for a first down.
There is no foul for offensive pass interference on the previous play. The ball was caught behind the line of scrimmage.
And he got his point across. Is that a first down or not? It's close.
Oh my gosh, they're going to actually have a measurement, Toby. This is a rarity. We don't see this much anymore in football at all. Looks like they're going to measure it.
I'm going to tell you, I think OU got at least a yard on that spot. I think it was another bad spot. It looked like Dede was down about the 25, maybe the 24 and a half, and they've spotted this close to the 23. I'm going to look at the replay up here while they measure. It'll either be first down or 4th and half a yard if they leave the ball where it is.
It's going to be really close. I think they got it.
It's short.
It's a link of a chain is all it is. You could not be closer to a first down without getting it.
So if you go for a field goal here, it's a 40-yard try. That is within Seibert's range, but it's 4th and half a yard, or 4th and a link of a chain.
Yeah, they'll go for it. You'd normally probably think quarterback sneak. I'm not sure that's what you run because you kind of give it away when you put your quarterback under.
I mean, there's a possibility that Dede was on top of a body there and didn't hit the ground, so maybe they got it right. I'm not sure. I didn't get a good look at the replay, but
that ruling is under further review.
Yeah, they're going to look at it.
He's not agreed with that rule yet.
You know, while you're under the hood, there's about 14 other spots we'd like you to look at. So it's 21-13 OU, 7:45 to go, third quarter. Gus Malzahn talked him into looking at this spot again. I think OU goes for it, Coach, even if they move this back a little bit. Here's another replay. Let's see where Dede went down. He caught the ball at the 29. It was Stephen Roberts that grabbed his shirt from behind. And he's down right there. You don't think his knee touched?
After further review, the runner was down at the 25-yard line. It'll be 4th and 2 from that spot on the far left hash.
That was an official review brought to you by Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. The law firm uses attorneys.
They lost their courage.
Personal injury needs.
Toby.
Yeah, they moved it back 2 yards.
Yeah, they listened to the coach over there, decided they're going to move it back. Now we're going to go field goal, I think.
I think this is a smart play. I mean, your defense is playing really good right now. They don't have Sean White to come from behind.
It makes it a 2-score game, too, Teddy.
Yeah, I think that's the smart play right now, assuming you make it.
43-yard attempt. Call it 42 and a half. This would be Austin's longest of the year. His previous long, 39. He's 11 of 15 on the season from the left hash. Connor McGinnis, the holder. Snap is good. Hold is down. Kick is away, and it is no good.
No good.
Somebody got a piece of that maybe. It started taking a little bit of a helicopter. It still had plenty of distance to it, but Seibert missed it. And so it's still a one-possession game. 21-13. Timeout. Toby Rowland, Merv Johnson, Chris Plank, Ted Lehman with you. Back in the Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. We are halfway through the third quarter. Oklahoma out of the Big 12, leading Auburn out of the SEC 21-13, but the Sooners just missed a field goal. So Auburn has the ball back at their own 25-yard line. Now here comes Auburn. 1st and 10 from their own 25 with John Franklin at quarterback and Cameron Petway at running back. In motion goes Eli Stove. It is a handoff to Petway up the middle, has running room, bounces to the 30, spinning, and he's down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 5. Austin Roberts, the tackle. He wants to go vertical. When you can get header spinning, you've won half the battle. 2nd and 5. Stove in motion again. Franklin has it. He'll hand it to Petway again, met at the line of scrimmage, breaks a tackle, pushing forward to the 33, and now they got him going the other way. They're going to spot him to the 34. It'll be 3rd and 1. 2 straight Petway runs. Nets 9 yards. Tigers with 141 yards rushing, only 56 yards passing tonight. 3rd and 1 from the 34. Chandler Cox moves slot left. Petway moves to the right of Franklin. Snap. Handoff. Keeper bobbled. Franklin picks it up on a bounce and reaches for the first down line, and he's short by a half a yard. That ball bounced right back up into the chest of Franklin, who dropped it when he faked the handoff to Petway. It'll be 4th and half a yard from his own 35. How about this call by Gus Malzahn? So far, he's leaving his offense on the field.
Yeah, he's lost his starting quarterback. I think he's going to take a little more risk now.
They're going for it.
Yeah.
Wow. From his own 35, 4th and half a yard.
Mike Stoops continues to bring edge pressure and is really putting the pressure on Franklin in the backfield.
And now they're going to call a timeout and think this over.
Charge timeout to Auburn. 30-second timeout.
Here comes a group off the bench. I don't know whether that's a punt team or second team offense.
Mike Stoops has been really applying the pressure off the edge. And Franklin, they're not giving him any time to make the read in the backfield. What he would like is for the defense to kind of sit back a little bit, give him some room to where he can make the decision to pull it and get some edge space around the corner. But we're not doing it. He's bringing the edge. He's bringing the safety. Kelly's been in the backfield all night. They're not making it easy on the quarterback at all.
He can't throw. And they know that. He can throw, but he's just not accurate at all, and they do not respect his passing ability. And the Sooners are committing completely to the run game right now. What do you think he does, Coach? Is he going to go for this?
Yeah, I believe they will. The kicking group is staying over there in the huddle.
Only two guys are running onto the field.
Here they come now. They're going to punt it.
Here comes the punt team. Not very many of them. And here comes another guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They got 11 out there.
Sooners keep their base D with only D.D. Westbrook back.
Kevin Phillips, the punter. D.D. stands on his own 24. There's the snap. And the kick. High, driving, spiraling kick. D.D. back inside his 20. Catches at the 15. It was a fair catch. A 50-yard punt. Sooners gave up a touchdown tonight on the opening drive of the game and have not allowed Auburn into the end zone since then. And they've got the ball back with 5:30 to go in the third quarter, leading by 8. Meade to the left. Jeffrey Meade's working on a good night. Tight end Flowers moves to the left into the line. He'll set up a tight end. You don't want to turn it over this deep in your own territory here. Neither team's turned it over tonight. Baker's got it. Fakes a handoff. Rolls left. Looking deep. Doesn't want to throw it yet. Now he's going to dump it out to Mixon. Caught at the 15 to the 20. Banged out of bounds at the 24. He got 9 out of that. He was tempted to give D.D. a shot deep and didn't pull the trigger. Now D.D.'s kind of limping back to the sideline a little bit.
Remember, he was hobbled a bit earlier, Toby. They were looking at kind of his hip area, a little bit on that right side, so might be something that's affecting him here later in the game.
They had intentions there of going for it all, and Baker just thought the better of it. Didn't have D.D. open. So 2nd and 1. Snap. Handoff Joe. Up the middle, first down, bounces outside 30. Watch out, 35, 40. Down the near sidelines. He's the midfield. Bounces outside to the 45, and he's out of bounds. Just shy of the Auburn 40-yard line. And Joe Mixon's big night continues. Carlton Davis chased him out of bounds, but he got 35. All the way to the Auburn 41. And the Sooner rushing attack, like we've seen time and time again this year, starting to just kind of chisel away at an opposing defense in the second half. Mixon now over 100 yards on the ground tonight. 1st and 10, snap. Mayfield, handoff, Mixon, crashes into the line of scrimmage and just falls backwards for 1 to the 40. Montravius Adams the stop. We have not said Carl Lawson's name much tonight. He's been in on Mixon a couple of times, and he's in on Baker a couple of times, and Baker's been able to get away. Carl Lawson has 1 tackle tonight. Neither team has a sack in this game. 2nd and 9 from the 40. Perine in at running back. Mayfield takes a couple of steps toward Eric Wren. He's got 5 to snap it. Moves Perine to his left. 2 to snap it. Baker's got it. Handoff Samaje over the right side to the 40 to the 35. Has room to the 30. First down as he reaches forward for the 27 of Auburn. 14 yards on the ground, and that moves him past Joe Washington. Samaje now the number 2 all-time rusher in OU history. We'll update you on his total. He needs to get 83 yards tonight to pass Billy Sims.
Once Baker got it lined up the way he wanted, it worked pretty good, didn't it?
It took a while. They're not in a big hurry tonight. We've seen tempo on a couple of occasions. The Mixon touchdown run was a quick snap, but not near as often as usual. Perine up to 46 yards. 1st and 10 from the 26. High snap goes over the head of Mayfield. He's chasing it back to the 40, picks it up, and now he wings it toward the Sooner sideline. It got back to the line of scrimmage, but did he get out of the tackle box?
He's hurt.
Baker's mad. Somebody hit him back there after he threw it?
He got hit late after he got hurt, after he threw the football away, and he's letting, a little trash talking going on. Now Eric Wren is getting in the middle of it. What are these officials doing? They're letting it happen right in front of them. Baker got hit late. You'll see it here on the replay, guys. And he let the player, I couldn't tell who it was from, late push on the play. They're just showing the replay now, and then he kicked him as he was down. No flag, though, on the play, and no grounding either. Watch, Bob Stoops is pointing to the big screen right now.
That was an amazing throw that he got it back to the line of scrimmage. I was worried that he might still be in the tackle box, even though he was 20 yards deep. But it'll simply go as an incomplete pass, and a great play by Baker Mayfield, who looks to be okay.
He was a little hobbled getting up. Yeah, good point, Coach. Great throw, but real hobbled getting up. He's okay now as he's walked it off.
He probably would have been well advised just to fall on the football, but he picked it up and then turned around and just winged it.
And had a receiver over here for it.
Sooners have 6 to snap it. 2nd and 10 from the Auburn 26. 3 to snap it. Baker's got it. Play action. Looking end zone. Throws across the middle. Caught by Andrews at the 10. Breaks a tackle to the 8. Still on his feet. Reaching for the 5, and he's down. It's going to be 1st and goal. Speaking of guys who are having a nice night, Mark Andrews is having a nice night. He's got him a touchdown. That one went for 22 yards. And the Sooners are at the 4-yard line. In the Delta Dental Red Zone again tonight. Find your smile with Delta Dental of Oklahoma. Share your smiles with hashtag Sooner Smile Saturday. Baker under center with Mixon deep. Looks back at the sidelines now. Still 10 on the play clock. It's a direct snap to Mixon. Reverse flip to Dede. No, Mixon keeps it to the 5. Outside to the 2, to the 1, reaching. And he's out of bounds. Inside the 1-yard line.
That's a touchdown, Toby. That's a touchdown. I'm telling you, I'm sitting right here.
They have not given him credit for it yet. They say he stepped down at the 1. Now they're talking about it.
They're absolutely not going to give it to us.
Runner was out of the bounds short of the goal line. 2nd down.
Here's the replay on the big screen. That's a touchdown. Yeah, he never stepped out. You're right. They haven't stopped play yet. The Sooners all saw the replay on the big screen. They're pointing at the TV, and now here we go.
The ruling on the field of runner short of the goal line.
That's going to be a touchdown. That's going to be a touchdown. And they know it. Look at the Sooner sideline. Look at the Sooner fans in front of us. Let me try to recap what happened there, because Baker Mayfield was going up and down the line as if he was changing his blocking, and when he got out to the tight end position, they snapped it directly to Joe. Dede was running the other way. Joe faked a reverse handoff to Dede and kept it himself toward the near sideline. And as he was going about the 2-yard line, he leapt, reached it across the pylon, never stepped out of bounds. And that's...
No, it's inside the pylon. That's a touchdown. Without a doubt.
Yeah, that's going to be a touchdown. And Teddy Lehman down there. That's why we have guys on the sidelines right there. He was all over that call.
I mean, I made the call for the official. I don't know how he could have missed that.
Still 2:28 to go in the 3rd quarter, but Oklahoma has wrestled the momentum and the control of this game away from Auburn. This is a McIntyre Law official review. Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law, the law firm you should turn to.
After further review, the ball carrier was able to get the ball inside the pylon, which results in a touchdown.
They're mobbing Joe Mixon on the sideline, guys. What a game.
2nd touchdown tonight for Mixon.
He's over in front of the fans right now. He's away from the bench. He's firing up the crowd. This is awesome. Jumping over the bench to celebrate with Joe Mixon.
Austin Seibert to try to make it 28-13. Snap back, hold down, kick away. It is good. 28-13 Sooners. Well, Coach, it took Lincoln Riley's offense a couple of drives tonight to kind of figure it out. But, man, once they got it going, they haven't been stopped.
Lincoln does a great job at halftime. If you reflect back on the 3rd quarter in almost every game, he gets some things that we tried the first half and drops them out and has got 2 or 3 other ideas. They're usually pretty darn good.
We talked about the energy on this sideline, guys. It's been at a fever pitch, even when that first drive went so poorly for them defensively. I mean, I feel like I'm saying it over and over, but it's unlike anything we've seen all season long. You know, Baker's always fired up. Joe always has energy, but this is permeated through the entire bench. I mean, Gino Lewis is over here dancing, for goodness sakes. This is basically permeated through the entire bench to see the energy from offense to defense, and now the defense wants to go out there and try to put another big stand up there and get more points on the board.
(28-13). I got Samaje 37 yards away. Is that what you get? 37 yards away from the record. He's got 4,082 yards, trying to get to 41-18. There's the kickoff. Returnable. It'll come down at the 2-yard line. Up the middle to the 10, to the 20-yard line, and down, well, shy of the 20. The Sooners stopped Stanton Truitt shy of the 20. And I tell you, all the momentum is on this side of the Superdome right now. The near sidelines and all the Crimson fans over here. It was an 8-play, 85-yard drive in 3:02. Sooners never went to third down on that drive. Baker Mayfield might have had the biggest play on that possession when he was able to wing it out of bounds and just simply have an incomplete pass rather than take about a 20-yard loss. John Franklin at quarterback. Snap, pitches to the man in motion, running far side. That's Stanton Truitt. Gets across the 20, and then he's spun around at the 23 and thrown backwards by Jordan Wade.
Had 10 Sooners over there with him, and one back here in center field.
Give him a gain of 3. They haven't even tried to throw the ball at all with John Franklin in the second half yet. Now he's back to pass. Here comes a blitz. Sets up, throws deep across the middle. It is incomplete. He underthrew his intended receiver, Carson Griffiths. That was a deep throw into Sooner territory, but it's going to be 3rd and 7.
Mike Stoops had a blitz dialed up there, risked adding a guy to the pressure, and they had a guy back there, but, you know, the risk pays off because just like he's thought they can't complete balls downfield, they're going to continue to put pressure in the backfield.
Tigers 4 of 11 on third downs tonight.
Come on, get lined up.
Franklin has 2 backs to his left. Man in motion now. That's Kerryon Johnson. Snap, back to pass, steps up, under pressure, rolls right, flag is down, throws right side, incomplete. Emmanuel Beal in coverage over there. We got a flag down in the backfield. Normally holding. It is holding on Auburn. Sooners are going to decline this.
Holding. Offense number 63. That penalty's declined. 4th down.
Toby, they were holding Obo. Ted, Obo got that rush around the edge. No chance. They had to hold him.
Yeah, they're bringing Obo and Kelly. It's an all-out blitz almost every snap from Mike Stoops right now. Putting the pressure on Franklin big time.
Still no first downs in the second half for the Tigers.
They're lined up off sides over here.
Tigers have picked up just one of their last 8 third down tries. Dede stands on his 35. There's the punt. Spiral drives him back to the 30. No fair catch. He's got a sneaky fair catch. I'm right about 10% of the time on Dede's fair catches. He did call fair catch. He takes it at the 29. A 49-yard punt. 1:37 to go in the third. 28-13. The Sooners have scored twice here in the third quarter, and they're getting greedy. They're looking for more here. Whether you're sacked by the sniffles or blitzed by the flu, Mercy can help get you back in the game. Find a physician at mercy.net/doctor. Mercy, your life is our life's work. Boomer Sooner. Auburn with 21 yards in the second half. Baker's got Dede and Jeffrey Mead to the high side. Stacked tight ends to the near side. That's Andrews and Flowers. And the running back, Samaje, 37 yards away from the record. Dede in motion. Now he stops. Handoff Samaje up the middle. Crashes to the 30. Falls forward to the 31. That's 2 yards.
Toby, high praise in the linebacker huddle and the entire defense from Tim Kish on eye discipline, Ted. Very proud was Tim Kish of the defense, the job they did with their eyes and not getting fooled by Auburn's formations.
Yeah, they've been solid right now. And like I keep saying, Mike Stoops, he's not going to stop. He's going to call blitz every single down and put the pressure in the backfield on Auburn.
2nd and 8. Snap. Handoff, no play action. Baker's got it. Looks right. Has time. Steps up. Squeezes through a hole over the right side. Still looking to throw. Now he's going to spin back the other way. He's got one of these throws. He's going to throw near side. Caught by Gino at the 40. It's a first down to the 45. That's some Baker magic in Nolans right there. And a late flag comes in. Well, this is after the play. What's this?
Might be
must have been
on
against,
Baker.
must against one of our guys because the coaches are livid down here.
It was a 14-yard pickup on the play, and Baker ran a country mile.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense, number 5. 15 yards from the end of the run. The line to gain had been achieved. It's first down.
Toby, Dennis Simmons immediately came over to Geno Lewis, Coach Simmons, pointing at his head, said, be smart. I told you guys, everyone's playing on a very high level of emotion right now, so just a little bit too much there from Geno Lewis.
Were you thinking Gene Simmons from Kiss there?
Geno Lewis, Dennis Simmons, they all run together. It's like our Parkers and Jordans and Thomases sometimes for me.
So it's 1st and 10 back at the 30 for OU. They ended up losing a yard after all that. And it's first down. Shotgun snap. Baker's got it. Hands off Samaje up the middle. Right up the gut. He goes for 3 to the 33. .32 yards away from the record, and now he's going to jog off the field, a little bit of hitch in his giddy-up as Mixon will replace him. And that will be the final snap of the third quarter. Baker points at the scoreboard that has 10 seconds on it and says, let's just put 4 fingers on the air and see if we can go get us a trophy. To the fourth quarter we go in New Orleans. It's Oklahoma 28, Auburn 13. 7 from their own 33, leading 28-13 as we start quarter number 4. Looking for win number 10 in a row and looking for a Sugar Bowl trophy. Baker Mayfield in the shotgun. Joe Mixon to his right. It's a snap, and it is a keeper by Mayfield. Throws across the middle. Late caught by Gino at the 45-yard line. Running near sideline. Breaks a tackle. Steps through 50. Turns it upfield, and he's banged out of bounds in Baylor territory. Auburn territory. That's going to be a late hit on the Tigers. They hit Geno Lewis out of bounds. I mean, you talk about a
After
pocket
the play
collapsing.
was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense, 15 yards from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Trey Matthews.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than getting a 15-yard penalty for getting ran over on the sideline, and that's exactly what happened to this guy.
That was a 26-yard pitch and catch, and Baker was being smashed in a closet when he threw that ball. Add 15 to that, it'll carry it all the way down to the 26.
Got to get this one in there, Toby.
Any score here makes it a 3-possession game. You got Geno Lewis, D.D. Westbrook, and Jeffrey Mead at wide receiver. Baker wants to throw. Now he's going to run it himself. Up the middle, 25, squeezes through. 20 makes a move to the 15, and they jump on his back. But he's inside the 15-yard line with another first down, and they're carving him up now. 13-yard run by Mayfield. Sooners in that Delta Dental red zone again. Find your smile with Delta Dental of Oklahoma. A lot of Sooner fans in Crimson here tonight smiling right now. Share those smiles at hashtag Sooner Smiles Saturday. 1st and 10 at the 13. Oklahoma has absolutely owned fourth quarters in the second half of the season. I got some amazing numbers for you in a second. Snap to Mayfield. Handoff Mixon. Stood up at the line of scrimmage and pushed backwards. A gain of 1. Trey Williams the hit. A little bit of extra sauce on that tackle, but no flags. Fourth quarter, time of possession. Against TCU, Oklahoma had it for 10 minutes. Against Texas, 12 minutes and 33 seconds out of the 15. Against Iowa State, 11:01. Against Baylor, they had it for 13 and a half minutes. Against West Virginia, 10.5 minutes. Against Oklahoma State, over 10 minutes. When it's come to the fourth quarter, the Sooners have just ran the ball, eaten the clock, grabbed wins, and ran out of town. Let's see if they can do it again here in New Orleans. 2nd and 9 from the 12. Mayfield's got it. He's going to run it himself again. To the 10, to the 5, makes a move, and he's sandwiched down inside the 5. I think he's got a first down. Let's see.
Yeah, he has, I believe. I saw that official walking in. I'm not so sure, but
they're going to spot it inside the 3, and it's 1st and goal.
Here comes Samaje.
Perine, Flowers, Smallwood, and Carson Meyer all check in. This is that jumbo set where usually Baker split out far to the right. So
I think that Perine's going to get this first chance.
Perine and Flowers standing right by each other. Direct snap to Perine. Angles left, darts it up. He's into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Easy like Sunday morning. And the Sooners are up big now in the Superdome. It's 34-13.
Toby, Baker Mayfield came straight from the end zone over behind the bench to cheer with the Sooner fans that are here. Said it all night long. To say this team is playing on emotion and is fired up is a dramatic understatement.
Touchdown number 49 of Samaje Perine's career. 4th most in Sooner history. Seibert on for the extra point try. Snap good. Hold good. Kick is good. 12:40 to go.
And Baker has made some unbelievable plays tonight. You always got to make credit for that. Here he is on the board right now, running around everywhere, people chasing him. Look at him turning back. He's getting deeper and deeper.
Chris Plank, what you got?
Toby, as we've seen many times this season, the offense as a unit came together with Lincoln Riley, brought the entire offensive unit together. A very simple message. We're not done. Don't let up. Stay focused. Stay fired up. Lincoln doesn't want his offense letting off the accelerator at all.
The kick by Seibert. Got a hold of that one. That'll be a touchback. Nope. Kerryon Johnson brings it out 6 yards deep to the 5, to the 10. Angles left 15, and he's chopped down shy of the 20-yard line. Stephen Parker, the tackle. Second half yardage, OU 259, Auburn 21.
Toby, I'll give you a statistic here. Of course, the potential pro guys don't matter, but there are 2 seniors on the top 22 offensive players.
That's encouraging for next year.
Yeah. We could keep one of those running backs.
Here's the 3rd quarterback of the night for Auburn. Jeremy Johnson, the senior's in. He's a big boy, 6'5", 234. Snap, back to pass. Looks right, throws right. It is caught at the 30 by Stove, out of bounds, across the 32. That was a good throw because Jordan Parker was wearing Eli Stove, right?
And you'll live with that right now if you're Mike Stoops. He brings another all-out pressure from the left side, defensive left side, and they're right there in the backfield. He's got to make a really nice throw and catch into the face of pressure. They're going to continue to put it on him.
Devontae Lampkin in the game for the first time for OU. That's the first down of the second half for Auburn. Jet sweep to Stove, trying to get outside, chased and pushed out of bounds. Great pursuit by Jordan Evans, who throws him into the Auburn bench. Tiger fans across the way wanted a late hit.
Hey, lucky he didn't get a penalty on that.
But I'll tell you what I love, this defense, and Plank's been talking about it, they're amped up right now. You see the entire team flying to the sideline there, and Jordan Evans shows that sprinter speed.
Give him 2 yards to the 34. 2nd and 8. Johnson in the shotgun, takes the snap. Straight drop, under pressure, steps up, flush. He's going to try to run, has room. 35, outside 40, first down. Stepped out at the 44, 10 yards. 2 first downs.
That's the thing you worry about him. If he can step through that initial wave, there's kind of a lot of grass going to be there on that second level.
By the way, Samaje's 3-yard touchdown run makes him now 29 yards away from the record. 11:50 to play. 35-13 OU. Petway moves to the right of Johnson. It's a handoff to Petway, met in the backfield, breaks a tackle, dives forward, reaching for the 50-yard line. He's just shy. He got to the 49. That's a 5-yard run by Cameron Petway. Caleb Kelly, another tackle. Matt Romar checks in for Jordan Wade. 2nd and 5, Auburn. Chandler Cox sets up tight end left, handoff Petway, sweeping left, stumbles across the 50 and falls forward.
Well, they gave him a spot, didn't
That's
they?
about to the 45-yard line. That was about 2 yards more than he should have had, but it's a first down. Maybe they spot things different in the Big Ten. I don't know. Maybe the yard lines are wider apart or something. I don't know what's going on.
It's looked like at this bowl season.
Way up north up there. 1st and 10 from the Sooner 45. Out of the shotgun, Jeremy Johnson has it. Straight drop, wants to throw. Does, left side, has a man. Caught and out of bounds at the 37. That's Tony Stevens. 8-yard pickup. Second and 2 from the 37. Best drive of the second half by far for Auburn. He's going to wing it for the end zone. It is broken up. Oh, that should have been picked. Jordan Thomas had to go right through his hands into the hands of Tony Stevens, and he was so surprised it got through Jordan Thomas, he dropped it.
I don't know if we watched that tape 100 times, Toby, if we figure out how that went through Jordan Thomas's hands. That was right to him.
Let's watch it for the first time. Here's the pass. Jordan Thomas grabbing his helmet. He can't believe he didn't catch that. Incomplete. 3rd and 2. Man in motion is Cox. Johnson has it. Hands to Petway. Hit, knocked sideways. Short of the first down by a yard at the 36. Emmanuel Beal with the hit, and now we got a skirmish down there.
Sooners got to keep their heads about them.
4th and 1.
So far, they've done a good job of it. Austin Roberts is pretty fired up right now, Toby. Jordan Evans and Jordan Thomas trying to calm him down just a little bit. Big play here, 4th down. They better get lined up.
4th and 1 from the 36. Auburn will go for it. 9:56 to play. They trail it by 22. This looks like a direct snap. Carry on Johnson, fakes the handoff, runs it himself, has the first down to the 30-yard line. He goes. Late flag comes flying in, really 2 of them from the backfield and from the defensive backfield. Spotter Greg Blackwood says he thinks it's a face mask on who?
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 92. 15 yards from the end of the run, automatic first down.
That's Romar. That'll move it to the 15, and Auburn in the red zone. 9:38 to play. That is their second 4th down pickup tonight. Here's their second trip into the red zone tonight. Snap to Johnson. Handoff to Carry on Johnson, and he's knocked backwards by Obo for a loss of 2.
Obo got him by the shoestrings, didn't he?
They got him by the shoestring, but then he worked his way up.
Our edge players are outstanding right now. Obo and Kelly are putting the pressure on this running game. They never have a chance to get going downhill. We're at their legs right there in the backfield.
2nd and 12. Jeremy Johnson back to pass. 4-man rush. Has a pocket. Throws it for the end zone, and it is intercepted. Jordan Thomas didn't drop that one. It's a pickoff in the end zone. It's the first turnover of the game, and the Sooners come up with it.
Toby, can we have a second All-State good hands catch of the game?
I'll allow it.
Unbelievable play by Jordan Thomas.
Jordan Thomas with his 7th career interception. 2nd this year, and with 8:51 to play, I want everyone just to be quiet for a second and listen. Turn up the Nat sound, Michael. Nope. Okay. Still no SEC chance. Just double checking. Timeout on the field. 35-13 Sooners. This is Sooner football from Learfield.
where Oklahoma leads Auburn 35-13. And Teddy, really the only thing missing from the Sooner defensive performance was a turnover, and they forced one there.
There it is. Just continue to put pressure in the backfield. Mike Stoops dialing up blitzes, and then right there on that one, he calls off the dogs and falls back into a big coverage, and it turns into an interception. Great game so far by Mike Stoops.
All right, this drive starts with Samaje Perine on the field, 30 yards away officially, 30 yards away from OU's all-time rushing record. Baker's got it. Hands to Samaje, running left, met in the backfield and dropped for a 2-yard loss. He's now 32 yards.
They ran him a wrong way. They should have run straight ahead or off tackle to the right and let him cut up underneath.
Jeff Holland, the tackle, 2nd and 12 upcoming. Mixon's got 2 touchdowns tonight. Perine's got 1. DD's got 1. Mark Andrews has 1. Sooners fell behind 7-0, but it has been all crimson and cream since then. Mayfield milking that play clock. It's under 10 now. DD in motion. Snap. Jet sweep pitch. DD running right to the 20. Outside he goes. 23, and he's out of bounds there. That's a pickup of 5. Javaris Davis, the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 7. Second, 3rd down to the half for OU. They're going to spot it a little closer to the 24, so we're going to call it 3rd and 6. Andrews slot right.
Andrews is the guy. He's the target.
Baker says, hang on, looks back over at Lincoln Riley, who's called another superb game tonight. Jeffrey Mead now will tighten up a little bit. He'll move to the hash marks, left hash marks. Baker back to pass. Looks right, throws right, caught. DD first down across the 30 to the 33, pushed backwards from there. Give him to the 34. That was easy. I mean, he had cushion over there across the way. That was a 10-yard pickup. Move the chains. Flowers, Perine, Mayfield all in the backfield looking at the sidelines. 7:17 to go in New Orleans. Getting late on a Monday night.
Real late.
Oklahoma trying to pick up the 4th win for the Big 12 in 6 tries in the bowl season. It's been a good bowl season for the Big 12 Conference. Power pistol. Handoff Perine up the middle. Breaks 1 tackle. Across the 35. Pushing to the 37. That is 3 yards. 2nd and 7 upcoming. Let's see where they put it down here. 37. 6:40 to go. Three objectives here. Milk the clock, get Samaje the record, and then go get a trophy. Pistol formation. Now Perine moves to the left. Snap. Handoff Samaje. Runs right. Has room to the 40. Up the sidelines. 45 to the 50. Bangs into a guy as he crashes into Auburn territory.
Hey, that's the side they need to have been running him to right there. If the end overplays it, he can run up underneath it. If he doesn't, go on outside.
That's 17 yards. He's 12 away. They spotted at the 46-yard line. 12 away. Under 6 to go. .10 on the play clock as they back into a power pistol. Flowers moves to the right of Baker now. Snap. Handoff Perine. Veers back left. 45. Bounces it outside. Stiff arm to the 40. Breaks through to the 35. He's reaching, and I believe that's the record. He takes it to the 36-yard line.
I think the players believe it too.
31-yard line. It's 15 yards, and that's the record. Samaje Perine, the all-time leading rusher in Oklahoma football history. A
Coach
university
holding on to the football, Toby. They're going to keep that one. Coach Stoops carrying it down the sideline.
He's got it in his left hand.
They're going to use a timeout here, I bet. Listen to the crowd. They know it. A 15-yard run by Samaje Perine in a university loaded with all-time great running backs. We're talking Spencer Tillman, Greg Pruitt,
Charge timeout, Oklahoma.
DeMarco Murray, Quentin Griffin,
A full media timeout.
Steve Owens, Adrian Peterson, Joe Washington, and Billy Sims, just to name a few. None of them have run for more yards than Samaje Perine.
In 3 years.
Samaje did it in 35 games. Billy Sims, 40 games. And maybe he's got a whole nother year to put a bunch of pad on that record. We'll see what the young man decides to do.
I sure would like for him to.
That would be your vote, huh?
He's about as good to have around as any player I've ever met.
I couldn't be mad at Samaje no matter what he picks to do after this year.
Right.
Hey,
great young man.
And you know what we noticed there, and I think Ted saw it on the sidelines too, and OU took a timeout. How much it mattered to his teammates, guys. Yeah. You know, you saw Baker knew it right away. That offensive line knew it right away. Samaje is a guy that doesn't say much, but always has a great aura about him. And Toby, I just thought it was cool to see how much it meant to his teammates.
Man, I want to say something too, because Ted, we said in the pregame that he's 6 through the air. Mixon now in. They're not going to give Perine a chance to lose any yardage here. He's only, 4 yards over the record? 3 yards over. Power pistol formation with Carson Meyer and Joe Mixon. It is 1st and 10 from the Auburn 31. Handoff Mixon. Kicks it out to the right, and he is wrapped up by his ankles in the backfield for a loss.
They should have run that same off-tackle play they've been running to the right. Mixon would have got outside that end, and somebody out in the secondary would have had to make the play.
2-yard loss back to the 33. 35-13 Sooners. We got a whole bunch for you in the post-game show. We hope you'll stick around tonight. We'll, of course, hear, as we always do, from Bob Stoops and as many of the Sooner stars as we can. Well on their way to win number 10 in a row. And a Sugar Bowl trophy, a 4th consecutive win over the SEC. Basquin circles behind the formation. Inside handoff to Mixon, who fumbles the football, then jumps back on it back at the 41. He lost 8 yards there. Bad exchange. 3rd and long upcoming now. 4 minutes to go. Perine back in.
Good. That's good.
Put it in the air here or no?
I think you do. You trust your quarterback. I mean, Baker Mayfield's as good as it gets in college football. He's not going to push it too far down the field here and make a big mistake. I think you can safely throw the ball here.
Perine moves to the right of Mayfield. Baker's got it. Hands to Samaje. Outside he goes, and he's caught and dropped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. And it will be 4th down, and the Sooners will, I'm sure, kick it here with only 3:20 to go. Wasn't really a dramatic moment tonight like it was 3 years ago when you were in this building, but I think it's safe to say you can probably right about now go unhitch that wagon and put the ponies in the barn. But the Sugar Bowl is over, folks. With 3 minutes to go, the Sooners lead it by 22. A lot of kudos to pass around tonight. Baker's been sensational. Dede a little bit quieter of a night than we have seen him have, although he had that one spectacular 4th down catch.
Offense. 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Mixon has been maybe the biggest offensive star. Perine had his moment when he broke the record. Well, I'm not sure anybody's going to be any happier after this game than Mike Stoops, because it has been a long season for the Sooner defense. But in their final 2 opportunities in Bedlam and then again here tonight, his defense has been outstanding. Sooners to kick it away after they accept a delay of game. Gives Seibert a little more space. He knocks one off the side of his foot that'll bound at the 20, takes a Sooner bounce to the 15, to the 10, and it angles out of bounds at the 9-yard line. That's punt. 36-yard kick with 2:30 to play. And a timeout that we will keep here.
He made this year was impressive to see.
Somebody will make it. Somebody will make it.
Sooner football brought to you by the Riverwind Resort, home to a luxury hotel, fine dining, top-name concerts, and never-ending rewards. Riverwind Resort is the place to be. Timeout's over from their own 9-yard line with 2.5 to go. Baylor has it. Johnson throws out, caught by Kerryon Johnson, who guts it up to the 10, spins, and he's down at the 14. That's a 5-yard pickup.
Toby,
Johnson to Johnson.
Go ahead. There have been 20 possessions tonight, 10 by each team. Only one started outside the 25-yard line, and that was at the 32.
Wow.
Everything's backed up for both teams.
Handoff, Kerryon Johnson across the 15 to the 16, a pickup of 2. Curtis Bolton makes the tackle. Sooners with some reserves out there. Khalil Houghton, Ricky DeBerry, Reuben Hunter.
We're on Gatorade watch too, Toby. Get you the breaking stories down here on the sideline.
3rd down and 3. Jeremy Johnson brings Kerryon Johnson into the backfield. Johnson to Johnson on the handoff, and Kerryon Johnson spins out of a tackle across the 20. I guess he's not down, no whistles, he's still running. Must have been on some bodies. Finally, the Sooners wrap him up out to the 32. That was bizarre looking. Ricky DeBerry, the tackle. Must have been laying on some bodies and never had a knee touchdown. Clock runs, 1:27 to go.
See, we got Obo, Geno Lewis, slowly but surely prodding behind the coaching staff, seeing if they're going to be able to get Coach. He's been really good at eluding these in the past, Toby.
Ooh, that looks like a dark Gatorade, too. I'm looking for
Joe Mixon's in on it, too. Oh, they got him.
Jeremy Johnson back to pass. He's going to throw it deep right down the middle. It is caught inside the 15-yard line. Darius Slayton.
They got Coach Stoops with a great Gatorade bath, but I don't think he's going to be happy after that big completion.
Poor timing.
Yeah, not the best timing. Down to the 12. That's going to mess up some yardage numbers in this game. And Darius Slayton, who's a big play guy for them, has his first catch tonight. He'll hobble off the field a bit. It was double coverage, but a very nice pass by Jeremy Johnson. 1st and 10, Auburn with 1:03 to go from the Sooner 12-yard line. They trail at 35-13. Man in motion left to right. Jeremy Johnson hands off Kerryon Johnson. Hit the backfield, knocked backwards. Now he crashes forward. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but nope. I don't think so. I think he lost a yard. Reuben Hunter, the tackle.
Lincoln Riley was over trying to make sure everyone was ready in case of a potential onside kick if they scored here, and some guys were already getting their bowl hats on, so he was a little bit upset at that. But they can celebrate now.
Auburn held 10 of 12 opponents this year to less than 20 points. Sooners put 35 on them tonight. Back to pass, Jeremy Johnson. And a whistles before the snap. Bob Stoops called a timeout.
Prior to the snap, charge timeout, Oklahoma.
26 seconds left.
30-second timeout.
They would prefer not to give up any more points. When you can't be at the game, Sooner Sports TV has you covered on the air and online at Soonersports.tv. Sooner Sports TV presented by our cornerstone partners of Anheuser-Busch, Chesapeake Energy, Riverwind Resort, OU Outreach, and OU Medicine. Get into something good with a 3rd-pound bacon cheeseburger and a real ice cream shake at your neighborhood Brahms.
Toby, they've started doling out the shirts and the hats, so obviously celebration is on the Sooner sideline. But I think Coach Stoops wanted to get that timeout just to kind of organize his guys and make sure that they had the proper personnel and everyone was taking care of their responsibilities. That was pretty much, I think, what was called for there, because I think the celebration was getting a little bit too carried away because it was affecting the guys out on the field.
Sooners' 8th appearance in the Sugar Bowl. They're going to move to 6-2 in this game. It's a pretty good record in a game of this magnitude. Of course, next year this will be one of the Final Four games.
Is that right?
Sugar Bowl and the Rose Bowl will be the Final Four games.
Well, that makes sense. It's the other two this year. That's right.
2nd and 11, snap. Back to pass, Jeremy Johnson from the 13, flushed, rolling right, throws, and he threw it away. 20 seconds to go. National championship game next year will be in Atlanta. This year it's in Tampa, Alabama, and Clemson. Who do you like, Coach? Alabama or Clemson? Who you got?
Clemson.
Really?
If I had to vote, I vote for Clemson.
Wow, how about that?
I thought they were. The reason I do, Alabama's got a freshman quarterback. They got a junior that's the best in the country that got ruined on the Heisman Trophy. He's a class act and a great player.
Jeremy Johnson looks end zone, throws end zone. It's incomplete. with 16 seconds to go. It'll be 4th down. Alabama's also got a new offensive coordinator for the national championship game. How about that? Lane Kiffin dismissed today. Steve Sarkisian takes over. They just told Lane to go ahead and go to Florida Atlantic. They're going to try to win the national championship game with a brand new offensive coordinator. Unheard of. Here we go. Last chance for Auburn. 4th and 11 from the 13. 16 seconds to go. Jeremy Johnson in the shotgun. Back to pass. Under pressure, Reuben Hunter chasing, steps up, he's going to try to run for it. Now throws late, caught at the 3, down at the 2. That'll be a 1st down, I believe. They're going to spot it at the 1 with 8 seconds. 1st and goal, and Gus Malzahn will call a timeout with 8 seconds. He wants the points. You saw Bob Stoops call a timeout.
Timeout, Auburn.
There's nothing on the line here except for pride.
Bob was smiling over here, laughing, looking at his guys as they walk off the field. He's still full in this thing.
This won't even affect the gamblers anyway.
No. Well, I don't know. I don't know what the over-under is.
I don't know.
Not the line spread.
Much. I don't know what it was.
(35-13) Sooners with 8 seconds to go. And we got one play. I'm sure Auburn will only run one play here probably. And then the shirts and hats that haven't already been passed out, the rest will be to the guys that are still on the field right now. I like coming to New Orleans. This is fun. It'll be interesting to see where the historians put this OU offense. I mean, they have been awesome this year, and they've done it again tonight against a great defense. Over 500 yards and 35 points. It is, without a doubt, one of Bob's all-time bests. All right, it'll be Kerryon Johnson in a wildcat. Man in motion, snap to Kerryon Johnson. Up the middle, he runs. He's hit by Neville Gallimore, pushing. He didn't get in. 3, 2, win column. Nope.
No,
timeout.
Change possession.
Timeout Auburn with 2 seconds to go.
That took more than 6 seconds, didn't it?
I kind of love it. I'm not going to lie. Let's do one more time. Gus Malzahn, give him credit. He's fighting tooth and nail to the final tick on that clock. He wants the 6 points. They're going to run one more play with 2 seconds left from the 1 yard line.
If they don't get in, they may have 1 second left.
And that was a direct snap. Let's see what they do here. It doesn't look like they have a quarterback on the field again. I think they're going to go direct snap to Kerryon Johnson again. It looks like he's lining up in the wildcat. Neville Gallimore got him last time. Let's see what they do here. Jordan Wade, big guy. Here we go. Final play of the game. Snap. Kerryon Johnson up the middle. Jump pass. It is caught for the touchdown. He threw it to his tight end, Jalen Harris, with a jump pass. Do they want to try the extra point? Bob Stoops is jogging across the field. There's one untimed down. But the game's over. That's it. Win column, Sooners, game over. Final score in the Sugar Bowl. It was Oklahoma 35 and Auburn 19.